But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Oh, I'm not working. Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you all. Good to see you. It's not working. Yes, another live on a Tuesday night for me. Good to see you guys. Let me say hello to the guys in chat. Right. Start me up there with, I think Ryan was first. Can't go any further up. But Ryan, good to see you, bro. Carbon, the oxygen grabber. Good to see you, man. Mike Van Dyke.
Good to see you.
Can't play drums. Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you, man. Michael Kahn, he's not very well. He's going to bed and that. Bless you, man. Hope you feel better soon, dude. Man, Mark, good to see you. Roger Ledwell, good to see you, wherever you are, dude. Bazak, good to see you. Mad Mark, bless you guys. Jeff Conco, good to see you, man. Jimenez, hello, dude. Heracles, good to see you, bro. Sandro, good to see you too. And Steve, good to see you as well.
Have you been on Facebook today?
No, why?
Because Barbara tagged me.
Okay.
To tell me to give Barry a Facebook link.
Okay. Well, give Barry a Facebook link then.
Well, I did, but she could have just put it in a message.
I know. Right. I'm sure like a couple of little small videos first of Iron Works, just what he's got in Iron Work Vlad. He's just got something. It just says he's got something, and it's just to advertise what he's got coming up. Then he had a little video to do with Universal Studios, like Globe sort of indoctrination. But the main video tonight, it's 2 hours worth, 2 hours 9. Don't know if we won't be able to do it all, obviously. I don't know if we have to do it in parts or just pick parts out of the podcast, because like I say, it's a 2 hour long podcast. It was Dave. Dave asked me to cover this. Can't play drums. He's in the chat. He asked me to cover it. Well, he didn't ask me to cover it. He asked my opinion on these guys because he thinks they say some good things, but he's not quite sure. You know what I mean? Completely. What is my opinion on it? So I just thought we'd do it as a stream. I think it'd be a good idea to do it as a stream and give an opinion. But from the title, let me quickly go by the title. It's kind of half of my title, but I mean, yes, I'm not into royalty, anything like that. And I believe that King Charles may have an Antichrist spirit, but I don't believe he is the Antichrist, you know. So I don't know. Like I say, I've only watched a couple of minutes. I like to watch it with you guys. So just going by that, but that doesn't mean to say that they're unreputable just because of that. They might be talking about it in whatever way. I don't know. We'll have to check. But just by that, I would say, yeah, King Charles may have an Antichrist spirit, but I don't think he's not the actual Antichrist, you know. Where is the video? Right
Ryan,
there.
did you get the link for tomorrow?
Sorry?
Did Ryan get the link for Restream tomorrow?
Ask him.
I sent him it. Well, I
Ask
thought I
him.
sent
He's
it.
there.
I am. I thought I sent it him, and I sent him nothing. I just said, "Here's the
Oh,
link."
I know.
No link.
Yeah, he's very good.
Here's the link.
He's there, Ryan.
There was no link.
I know. Anyway, it's called when they did the video. It's called UK lands. King Charles III is the Antichrist. World War III nears and aliens exist. Share this everywhere. That's the original title of it. Just by the title, like I would say, King Charles may have an Antichrist, but he's not the Antichrist. I don't think. World War III nears. It does say biblically that there'll be wars and rumors of war. Whether it's a World War III or no, I don't know about that. It's don't know. And aliens exist. They don't exist. If you see an alien, it's a demon. It's a demon in my but I do believe people think they see aliens. They're either ill or demons are influencing them to see these things, or they're actually seeing demons themselves. Maybe illegal aliens, yeah, absolutely. But first of all, before we get into it, we'll get into it. Like I say, it's 2 hours long, so we might have just let's sit and see what they're saying. If it gets a little bit boring, zap it forward a bit or whatever. Don't know. We'll see that when we get there. But start off with, thanks to everybody in the panel. But I want to just quickly show what Vlad has got on for this week. This is a video quite a few days ago. It's only 3 minutes. So I'll just let it play. Just tell us what he's doing. And then he's got another one that's 5 minutes long that I want to do just before we get into it. And then I'll do some of Jim's observations at the end and Mr. Super Sideman. And then he's got, like I say, he's got 100, sorry, not 100. Globe tricked us for years and we didn't even know. So, yeah, it's only a 5 minute one and a 3 minute one. So we'll start off with that. Just go through them quickly. Yeah, Roger, hold on. Yeah, Roger, how you doing?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good, bro, good.
Thought I'd stop by and say hi to you guys. I'll be
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. We're going to play. I'm going to start off with Vlad's videos. Vlad's, Ironworks videos. Yeah, he's been shouting me out and stuff like that, which I didn't know. He was talking to me nice last night. So yeah, I'm going to show a couple of his videos, last couple of videos anyway, just to show what he's got going on. He's got a few things coming up apparently. So let's watch them. Hey there, Banner. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Mad Matt, good to see you too. Steve B, if I didn't already call you, good to see you.
Did you say Sandro?
It's Roger.
I said Sandra.
Roger. Rigger.
That's Rick.
Rigger, I said Roger ages ago.
Don't get it wrong.
Right. Let's do it.
Roger.
Ridger?
Roger.
Ridger.
Roger.
Says Ridger right there.
It has an I in it. That's all I know.
Right, let's get us into little receptacles. Let's do a receptacle, I think. Get rid of the banner. Not as in David Banner. I meant my banner, my ticker. Right, there we go.
Your ticker tape?
My ticker do.
Your banner.
Let's change my color back to purple. I've been red a couple of days now. Let's get another plum type color. Yeah, let's go for plummy color. Right. Okay. Have you seen Duffy's latest bid? Bigging up Simon Dan? No, I haven't. Is it ridiculous? Bigging up Simon Dan. It's the only person that will. Truly.
Hey, PJ, are you sure it's not purple?
Yeah, it's plum purple. Yeah, it's purple. Purple's my favorite color. I just wanted to try and get it a bit plummier.
Speaking of Duffy, I haven't heard from him yet. He hasn't sent me an email. I sent him one though.
See what I mean? Like he says yesterday, we've got it recorded. It's on my stream. It's on Roger's stream. You know what I mean? It's recorded. He said yes, you could go if you could raise the money. He said yes. He can't deny that he said it. You know.
Yes, sir.
He can deny it, but we got proof. No, I haven't seen it. Is it a long video? Is it David Banner? Anyway, let's I'll show Vlad's videos first, just to show what he's got coming up, and then I want to show his Universal Studios one. Then we'll get into tonight's video. And like I say, it's 2 hours 9. So maybe I have to pick bits out of it or whatever. We'll see. We shall see. Right, let's go with his first one. It's 3 minutes. It's just telling you what he's got coming up this week. In fact, I think he's on early hours with it. Actually, before I do this, I think he's on early hours. I'll put his link in for later on because he's definitely there. It is. Oh no, it's for. It disappeared. Oh, it disappeared. I'll have to go to his. Pain about it was in my homepage, and as soon as I turned to it, it disappeared. So I'm gonna go to my Come on, thank you. Why are you sure? It clicks on something I didn't even click on. Right. Iron. There he is. There he is. And his live is in. Oh, come on, how long is it? 7 hours. In 7 hours. I will put his link for his live in our chat. Right. Hey, Babe Booth, good to see you. There you go. That's his link for the live there. Yeah, it's at least it's in the last 20 minutes. Okay, I might do that in tomorrow. I might well, I've got nothing for tomorrow. No, Friday I'm doing right. No, I might add it in tomorrow's stream. No, I could do that. Add it in tomorrow's stream. But not tonight. So is it a Simon? Right. So is it a final experiment video or is it a Simon Dan video? Have you seen Duffy's latest? Oh, Duffy's latest video. So it's a final experiment one. Okay, dude. I'll have to have a look at that for tomorrow. He said the biggest FE debunking channel or something. The funny thing is Simon Dan has never debunked any FE. No, he just says things like because physics says so. Wow. Biggest debunking channel. Duffy really hasn't got a clue when it comes to the debunking channels, does he? Unbelievable. Anyway, Vlad. Right, there's the first one. Let's do it.
Rumbling YouTube family, what's good? What's happening? Let's talk for a little bit. So, in the next few days, we have quite a bit coming for y'all. Okay, so be ready for that. That's one. Number two, thank you for sticking by and understanding my plight as to why I'm doing what it is I'm doing, or understand why I proceed the way I'm proceeding with all the fallout that's occurring with those involved with the final observation, final experiment, whatever you want to call it. What I want to be mindful, or rather what I want you guys to be mindful of is that, listen, like, I am my own person. I'm not being told what to do or how to do my business. You understand? And I hope you aren't either. I just go with what I know or what I feel I know or what I'm coming into knowledge with, and I present this to you guys, the audience. That's all it is. I have nothing to hide. I have no agenda. Actually, I do have an agenda. My agenda is to get the truth out. That's it. It's
Right, say that, yeah. That's the agenda that most of us, us kind of guys, are trying to get the truth out as we know it.
That's a great agenda, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely brilliant agenda. Nothing wrong with that agenda. Because they, anti-flat earthers and AntiChrist spirited people, they can't say the same. You know, can't say the same thing. They can, but they're not actually trying to do that. They may think they are, but they're certainly not. Certainly not. And even if they did think they were pushing the truth, the way they do it is terrible. If they thought that was the truth, the way they do it is through manipulation and lies. How can you tell the truth through lies? Stupid. Ridiculous. Anyway, exactly, dude. Exactly. You sucker lawyer. Right, let's carry on.
simple. I think that's what it boils down to. And so I don't have any loyalty to any one person unless they're in line with the truth. I am loyal to the truth. And I want to make that
Well said, brother. Well said.
totally clear to everybody. You understand? So if I am cool with somebody, that's because I feel that they're out there looking for the same things I'm looking for. They're out there pushing and pressing for the truth. Now, I did mention the other day when I spoke about a particular person that is involved with this final experiment that if you are of that camp or if you're cool with them, then that's your business. I can't tell you how to live your life or who to hang with. At the same time, just understand who you're holding camp with. You understand who you're breaking bread with. And if you're a grown man, you know these things, right? You're a grown man, or a grown woman. You've got your own life experiences. You know how to proceed. And I would understand that you proceed with caution in your own kind of way. So it is what it is. I have no problem with that. But just know that I have my way of thinking and I have my way of living. But at the same time, I understand that I'm responsible to you, the viewer, as well. So just know that I'm being upfront totally all the time, and I have nothing to give you guys except for the truth as I see it. And if you rock with it, cool. If you don't, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? We can't always agree on everything, but always know that I'm coming from a place of sincerity and truth. That's it. Other than that, family, I really don't have anything. But this Monday and Tuesday, oh yeah, stand by. I got something for y'all. Anyway, family.
That's the link. Obviously, I put in for tonight. So, yeah, that's what's said. Shut me up, I suppose. Fair play, fair play. And we'll get his other video out. It's only a 5-minute one, and I think it's to do with the globe indoctrination being put into like Universal Studios, all the pictures and all that, before even they had allegedly gone to space. Anyway, it's remove Vlad and insert Vlad. Remove.
That didn't sound right at all, dude. That didn't sound right.
It does not, does it? That's why I said it. Right. Globe tricked us for years, and we didn't even know it. Let's do it. And then we're going to main video.
Rumble and YouTube, what's good? What's happening? Let's talk for a little bit. So I'm looking at this, and what it reminds me of is just the effect that media has on a person's mind. So look right here from top left to the bottom, right? You have these logos from Universal Studios. Apparently Universal's been around since like 1912, and then they started making the movie.
There you go. 1912. I mean, look at the globe type thing. 1914, 1923. They hadn't been to space yet. They have never been to space anyway, but they had no observations of what the globe looked like. But yet, when they allegedly went to space, how come it exactly looks like this? How come they knew? You know, ridiculous, isn't it? Because this is where they got their ideas from in the first place. It was indoctrinated from the start.
Movies, and then so on and so forth. And then we know at the beginning of each of their movies, it has the, Universal Studios logo and stuff. So this is it from 1914, going from top left to bottom, right? 1914, 1923, 27, 36, 46, 50, so on and so forth, right? The one, obviously, that we're like most familiar with is the 1997 one. We see that a lot. And those of us that are kids of the 80s watching the old shows and stuff like that, we remember the one from 1960.
I agree. And Babe Ruth, aliens are demons and real. No comment. Demons are real, aliens are. But I do believe people see aliens, but they're actually seeing demons. Yeah.
63, right? And so I'm saying all that, and I'm getting to my point to say this, that look, 1946 to 1950, 1963. What happened from 50 to 63? Obviously, we had the launch, right? We had Sputnik Go.
Yes, Dave Barnard did. Yeah, the old BBC intro had a spinning globe every day at 6 o'clock. Absolutely.
You also have to remember too, in the 1920s, Rockefeller was working on putting a globe in every classroom in America.
You go. And,
right?
he succeeded pretty much.
Yeah. Well, he changed the whole curriculum. I think it was like 1927 or something like that, 1928. Wow. I'm not mistaken, but yeah. change the whole curriculum. And when you hear the words, the names Rockefeller or Rothschild or any of those names involved in that kind of thing, you know that there's some effery about.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Definitely.
Up and everything.
I mean, even to the proportions of the size of the land masses and that, you know, the proportional sizes, they kind of got that a little bit right. You know what I mean? Which is just shows you, doesn't it, that it was all planned out, man. All planned out.
We had, I think Yuri Gagarin might have gone up in and around that time. If I'm wrong, whatever, we can look that up. That's easy to look up. But Sputnik went up before that, before 1963. We also had the Van Allen belts and everything else. So space.
I was talking about Sputnik the other day. The old spherical. It was the spherical one with the spikes coming off it, wasn't it? Sputnik. I remember a punk band called Zig Zig Sputnik. I think they were German.
It had 3 antennae on it. That's what the spike.
3 antennae. Yeah, that's it. Do you remember Zig Zig Sputnik?
Yeah, they were a group out of Russia.
Yeah, oh, Russia. I thought it was German. Right, Zig Zig Sputnik. Okay, I thought it was German. Okay, they had like
the Russians shot
blonde hair and that, didn't they? Mm. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But they sang English songs though, which is weird.
They did. Same as like well, Falco. He sang "Rock Me Amadeus" in English and in German and in kind of a mixture of both. Falco. I love that song, "Rock Me Amadeus." Brilliant track.
Amadeus,
quote unquote, is supposed
That's
to
the
have
one.
been
Amadeus. Spelling lyrics. Rock me Amadeus.
Amadeus. Amadeus.
It's brilliant. I love it. It's catchy. It's so silly, but it's catchy.
You should be a lead singer, PJ.
Huh?
You should be a front man. You should be. Yeah. For anybody.
I remember that track, PJ. We're showing our age law. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Definitely, David.
like a new novel thing. But Universal has had these the whole time from 19.
I know it's not German, Mike. I was just corrected on that. I know that. It's Russian.
1912, what they're showing is 1914, but 1914, 1912
Oh, no.
to now.
Falco was German or Austrian, wasn't he? I thought you were on about Zig Zig Sputnik. Yeah, I got that wrong. But Falco was German or Austrian. He was Austrian from where from, wasn't he? Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe Falco was Austrian.
And so you had Vibes of Cosmos kind of point this out of a year or so back, right? And Nico from Vibes would not Vibes of Cosmos, excuse me, Divergent. He's almost become synonymous. Nico from Divergent talking about Vibes of Cosmos in a very positive light. So Nico would come out and say, well,
yeah, he's from Vienna. Yep, I just looked it up. He just said it as I looked it up. Yeah, he's from Vienna in Austria. Fair play, mate.
Universal Studios showing us what the Earth looks like in 1927. Of course, Universal is wrong, and
Vlad's quite good with his imitations as well, with mimicking people. That's why it'd be good to get Luke up as Luca and Vlad up as Flats. Be a good little team up.
don't be stupid and think that the Earth is a ball. So, he would come out and he would give his reason as to why it's silly and everything else, which is cool. I dig it, right? But I wanted to take it a step further. I wanted to show you the effect that media has on the mind. Let me show you something real quick. So for all you old heads out there that remember Looney Tunes, we all know what it is, right? But this, let me show you. Take a look.
Catch the fugitive from the dog star. Hey, what's the big idea? Give me that. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, no, you won't. This time.
Okay, I'm fast forwarding it a little bit.
But I'm going to tell my big brother, and he'll fix you up, boy. Yeah.
I guess I shot him. I guess he won't try to get away with anything with me again. I guess Hey!
You're right, Sandro. Zig Zig Sputnik. We're from London. I actually thought they were a foreign band. Fair play to you, dude. I didn't realize they were English. Really didn't. It's probably because of the name Zig Zig Sputnik, I suppose. I didn't think they were English.
PJ,
Yeah,
you're
fair
2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for
Yeah.
2, man. Look,
Failed.
yeah.
That was
Wow.
partly me too, though, so I failed as well. But then again, I'm the worst at remembering where bands are from. So
I mean, but come on, with German and Austrian, you got to admit, that's very close. Come on. I mean, especially with, I mean, Hitler was Austrian, but I mean, a lot of people think he was German. You know what I mean? Because of, yeah, well, you know the score. Don't like talking about him because I get taken down when I start talking about Hitler.
Here it is. Take
I
a
know
look.
it's different. I know it is different.
Even in the cartoons. Even in the cartoons. But just take a look at this also.
And it, look.
First
in the
appearance,
cartoons,
1940.
I mean, that cartoon, like you said, I'm just saying down there, 1948. They hadn't been to space yet, you know? They hadn't even done a moonwalk yet. Sorry, a spacewalk. You know what I mean? Let alone.
Like, just call
go to the moon.
PJ English and see how he likes that.
What do you mean?
Because you said Germany and Austrians are the same.
I didn't say they were the same. I said, basically, I'm saying when you're not from there, Austria is above Germany, and they have some of the words the same as well. You know what I mean? So, especially when you're not really, I don't go there. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm being ignorant about it. To me, it's just, I think they understand each other. I think they sound similar. That's all I was saying. I'm not trying to be xenophobic or anything.
I know, I'm just saying he can just call you English.
Yeah, you know, well, that's completely different. That's completely different.
Right? A hair devil.
It's completely different. Completely different.
Many of us might remember this episode of Looney Tunes. I don't know.
Why is it completely different? Because I said so.
I don't, but I do remember Marvin the Martian. Let's continue. Here's another one. Right here is Daffy Duck as Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. Check it out.
Oops. Had the silly thing in reverse.
Right there. Again and again.
These guys don't quit. Dick Cheney.
I wanted to keep this in you guys'
don't go
rear
hunting
view,
with them,
just
dude.
so you guys know.
What's the Dick Cheney comment about?
I have no idea. Titan Long. Hi, Titan.
I know who Dick Cheney is, but
that this campaign has been going on for a while, right? And so,
what, babe?
I have no idea who he is.
Oh, Dick Cheney was in, but he's American. He was in American politics, wasn't he? He was
yeah, he was a treasurer.
Treasure, that's it. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, he used to suffer with strokes and stuff, heart attacks and that, didn't he?
No, wasn't he vice president?
He maybe wasn't he trying?
No, he's not vice president.
No, he was trying to be vice
with
president.
Bush.
Nope. I don't think so. Was he?
I'm pretty sure he was, man.
You sure?
Pretty sure Dick Cheney was vice president with Bush.
No, Rumsfeld was the treasurer. That's who it was.
Former vice president.
Was the vice president.
Yes. Former vice president of the United States.
And I'm Canadian.
Oh, but I don't follow politics. I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking.
Thanks. Now, if I'm glad to be in America.
Terrible.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Mike Van Dyke. Yeah, with Bush, absolutely. I know it was a joke. I just wondered what it was about.
Did you know Alex Salmon died, babe?
No, I didn't. He was our Scottish MP. I didn't. When did he die?
First Minister, yeah. Dead.
When did he die, Hussein? When did he die?
The other day.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Of course, we know what it is, right? We know this place is flat, level, and plain.
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah. I watched a video of two people who sailed across the North American continent all the way down the Antarctica. And they were really shocked because they didn't go up and down in elevation hardly at all. But
right,
they drew a conclusion because what they thought is Antarctica, they determined flat. But they were like all happy about it being level all the way across until they got to Antarctica. It was really weird. It was two normal people that they got a small sailboat and they decided to go see for themselves. It was weird.
Wow. Is that a YouTube video you've seen? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's a YouTube. I got it on my computer, but I'm not on the computer right now. But I'll
Is it a
send
long
it to you
video?
later.
Yeah, cool. I'll have a look at that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
I won't be able to do it till later. I'll send it to you. You can look at it later. I'm not near the computer though. I don't even remember.
Yeah, no, I wasn't on about it right now. Oh, I just realized as well. This YouTube he's showing is actually on the kids YouTube as well. Look. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's just in Try Kids YouTube. Right.
It's Looney Tunes.
We know that.
It is in Looney Tunes. Yeah, Looney Tunes maybe.
Now we just have to demonstrate and show that these people that have fooled us, I mean, they've been doing it since as far back as we can remember, right? And the proof is right there in the.
Hey Sandra, how you doing, man?
DJ, I just dropped in. Say, I put a comment in with Mike Van Dyke. I said,
Okay.
I bet Mike calls his penis Dick, meaning Dick Van Dyke, and he commented Dick Cheney. Probably lost in translation. Probably lost in translation.
I get it. I get it. It's just I read it on its own and I was like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Got you. Cool. Nice one for that, son.
Just thought I'd clear that one up.
Bless you, man. Bless you. Nice one for that, dude.
1953. That's when this episode came out. When was Sputnik launched? Right? We didn't know what the Earth looked like. We weren't able to climb that high into the sky or that far out into space. It wasn't possible back then. Or this is what.
And we still, I mean, from that, because we can't get that kind of distance, know what it looks like from that kind of distance. Yes, people have seen it like being very high up and said it was like a disc with upturned edges. But to get the kind of view they're talking about, it's impossible.
We're being told. Either way, family, just wanted to give you guys something to chew on. Be sure to tune in on Monday. We've got some good stuff coming down the pike for you guys as well. Obviously, True Earth Tuesday. You know what it is. So anyway, that's all I got, family. I wish you guys nothing but the best. But you got nothing but the best. But family, I wish y'all nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, most of all, wisdom. And with that, I love you. I'm out. Peace.
Bless you, man. Nice one. Nice one, Vlad. Bless you, dude. Does good work over there as well, man. It's a pity I can't catch him live. You know, but when he goes live, it's kind of like Sov's kind of time as well. I miss Sov a lot because it's my bedtime, you know what I mean? Or trying to sleep at least. But nice one for that. Ironworks, Vlad. Excellent.
Hey, PJ, I was just going to ask. You said you have trouble sleeping. Have you ever tried melatonin?
No. My son's getting melatonin for sleep. Yeah. Why? What you mean? Can I just buy melatonin straight from the chemist? I don't need a prescription, do I?
No.
Oh, I can buy melatonin.
Yeah, you can.
Cool. I'll give it a try. So, what do you know exactly what melatonin does? I mean, apart from make me fall asleep, what does it do to your body? Do you know basically?
You don't want to take it all the time.
No.
What you do is you basically your brain pushes melatonin into your body to let your body go, hey, I've got to be sleeping now, type thing, right? And this just enhances or increases the amount of melatonin that your body produces, so that you
produced by your pineal gland.
That's a good idea. Good idea. I might do that, and I might go to the chemist, get some, and see what it's saying. Definitely, that's a good idea. I've never even thought of it. I thought when I heard my son was on it, and I thought maybe you'd have to be prescribed it. Cool. I'll try that. I'll definitely try that.
And then, also the other thing is too is getting like the consumable iodine.
Oh, okay.
Right. And taking that, it helps clear out your pineal gland, so it helps produce the melatonin that you need just for sleep.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a try. Thanks for that, dude. Right.
No worries. Sorry.
That's all right, dude. That's all good. It's all good now. All advice is brilliant, man, especially sleep, because I've never been a good sleeper. Yeah, okay, so nice one. Oh, let me just, before I start. Oh, cancel that. Bring. I'll put the link for Vlad's stream, which is on, again, like I say, about probably 6 odd hours now. Not the right one? Yeah, True Earth Tuesday, that's the one. So it'll be Tuesday for him, it's Wednesday for me. Right, cool. Let's carry on with, this is the video that David Martin wanted me to check out. He's in chat, can't play drums in chat if he's still there. But this is the video he asked me to take a look at. He didn't ask me to do a stream in it. I decided to do a stream in it so we can all kind of decide. With the title, like I said, don't think King Charles is the Antichrist, but maybe as an Antichrist spirit. World War III, scripture does say there'll be wars and rumors of wars, but whether it's at World War III as we know it, I don't know. Hey, Flats, good to see you. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. You rock as well, dude. Oh, and he's there.
Didn't believe me?
No, I didn't believe you. I was looking for his name. I couldn't see his name. I was like, oh, Flat. That's it. Of course, I believed you. And yeah, I knew you were still. I kind of thought you'd still be there, Dave. Can't play drums. I bet you can play drums. Anyway, let's go with it. Like I say, I watched a couple of minutes of it. That's it, just to see that it was working, basically, because I downloaded it. Don't know what they have to say, but like I say, from the title, again, Charles Antichrist. I don't think so. He's not the Antichrist. Antichrist spirit, very probable. World War III, rumors of wars, is scriptural, and wars and rumors of wars, definitely scriptural. And aliens exist. No, they don't. They don't exist. If you see an alien, it's a demon. I do believe people see these aliens, but it's either a vision, maybe from a demon, or an actual demon itself. You know what I mean? Definitely.
The disembodied spirits of the Nephilim.
Exactly right. Exactly right, bro. Exactly right. So there we go.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Oh, by the way, yeah, it's the channel. I'll get the channel. I'll put the link in just in case you want to subscribe. Oh, where's the channel? That's it there. The channel is called Author Tim Cohen is the channel name. So I will share this video link, this podcast link. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can. Paste. So yeah, basically he just wants to know our opinion in this because Dave thinks they've got a lot of good stuff to say that sounds right, but doesn't want to be right into them in case they're obviously teaching wrong stuff. But that can happen. Sometimes, like, a lot of people can say brilliant stuff, but then they're deceived in other areas. So I wouldn't dismiss everything they've got to say if there's a few things that they say it wrong. You know what I mean? So let's just give our opinion anyway. Let's just go for it.
Nice to join you, Chris.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Your name came up several times after we talked about the Prince Charles portrait. The big, there we go, I'm just showing a picture of it. The big red thing with the, we thought it was an illusion.
I mean, this one, Norman. Yes, it does look satanic, but it does, and it's got a butterfly, monarch butterfly, which means like demon possession, changing a manifestation, changing from one thing into another. So it suggests demonic things. But it's probably, they're just going to say it because he's the monarchy. It's got a monarch butterfly there. Again, yes, it is very satanic looking, but he's not the Antichrist. I don't think he's a Antichrist spirit, as an Antichrist spirit possibly, but not the Antichrist.
Yeah, I reckon
Illuminati butterfly on his
Sorry,
this painting, I suppose, really good. if you stare at it long enough, it's good for pareidolia.
Yeah,
It's all
you're right.
faces and everything in it, all demons everywhere.
I get you. I get you. Right, so we can see
100%.
these two guys talking. We'll put it up here, up this side for a second. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Wrong one. That one. For now. Just so we can see them talking. They might switch locations, I don't know. Anyway, I'll do it. I like to have the full screen when you don't really need to see that face.
On his shoulder, but from the video I saw
no, sorry, I'm gonna have to go.
Yesterday, I watched a podcast with you and a couple of great guys, and it was fascinating. And the two things I got that first, I like any chance to discuss.
Lev Kung Fu, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure.
Esoterics and the occult.
And if anyone's got anything to say, just chime in.
Which friends out there just means the secret knowledge, hidden knowledge. Your book, I'll just show a picture as well. The Antichrist and a Cup of Tea. When I first heard of that, I was like, oh my gosh, what can this be about? So the podcast I watched yesterday went some way to explaining that possibly the coming of the Antichrist is in the form of King Charles now.
Okay. But why? Why do they think this? Why do they think this? That's the problem. I mean, you can speculate all you want, but why do they think this? Is there any logic behind it, or is it just accusations? We'll see.
So, Tim, over to you. Where do we start?
Wow. So I presume that your conversation.
Look at the price of what? Can't play drums. Was you on about the price of the actual painting? Is that what you're talking about? Just check.
Conversation started obviously with that new portrait to Charles, his first official portrait, which looks very satanic.
Yes.
No doubt. That stirred up a lot of conversation around the whole world. So let me just say, this is the second edition of my book, The Antichrist and a Cup of Tea. The first edition was published in 1998, and I began it in 1987 while still a cadet at the United States Air Force Academy. So I've known who the Antichrist.
8 million for that painting. 8 million. In euros, it's 9.3 million. Wow. 8 million. What are you paying in there? Crazy.
£200 for that book?
Is that how much? Wow, it is 252. What on earth? It doesn't even look like a book. It looks like a pamphlet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like a pamphlet. Wow.
Antichrist is the biblical Antichrist foretold in Scripture since 1987. So I'll come back to this and the imagery on it, but I just want to point out the book is called The Antichrist and a Cup of Tea. The second edition is subtitled Charles, Prince of Wales Foretold. So this is published this year. It's now shipping and available. There's all kinds of stuff out there, Chris, on the occult, obviously, as you know, all kinds of things on spiritual evil.
I'll buy some nice of the same stuff, Dave, for 60 quid. You know what I mean? I don't need 252. 60 quid keeping me going about 5 days. What? Crazy price for a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Versus spiritual
either.
And it just
good. All kinds of conversations these days about the issue of the Antichrist. People just throw that word around in almost a meaningless, a very casual, almost meaningless fashion. Yeah, and for centuries, but especially this past century, there have been all kinds of people who have been tossed out in terms of their names as, I think so-and-so is the Antichrist, or might be the Antichrist, right? And all those people have died, they've passed away. There are a number of
That's the thing about all these leaders, kings, stuff like that. They've all been blamed at one point of being the Antichrist. Obama, Trump.
Yeah, well, they all are.
Yeah,
they're going to. They're, all the people that if they don't like someone, they're automatically Antichrist, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I am not a royals kind of person, you know. I don't give a crap about the royal family at all. But he's not the Antichrist. You know, when the Antichrist comes, I'm sure, like the discerning people are going to know. He's just not going to be a public figure that everybody already knows and likes. It's got to be somebody that comes from nowhere, I think, you know.
Yeah.
We're not going to know him. These people we've known for years, long time. Been born since, well, going back since before me. You know, obviously. But yeah, Antichrist spirits they may have, Antichrist they're not. The Antichrist, should I say. They're not.
Today,
sorry,
a
Pete,
few
I gotta
alive
jump
today
out
who
here,
people
so.
have met.
All right, Jeff, next one, dude.
Right.
Come in.
God
Always
bless
a pleasure,
everyone.
dude.
Hey, Jeff.
Do you know when you're doing your next reading?
It's a little hectic right now because like I'm moving, so
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So just watch out for it. We'll watch out.
All my spare time I'm packing.
Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, I get that, absolutely. But we're missing the caramel.
Yeah.
Right, man.
Talk to you later, man.
Bless you, man. Love it.
Mentioned would be Obama, obviously Barack Obama. Trump, people are trying to put his name out there. Some are putting Biden's name out there.
There you go.
You know,
like I said, they're putting it's always a world leader of some sort they put out there, and you're always going to have someone that doesn't like that world leader. You know, you got your left and you've got your right wing sort of thing. They don't like each other's leader, do they? You know, so one will probably say that that's the Antichrist, and the other will say the opposition is the Antichrist.
Joe Biden. But you can go right down the list, and they've all fallen by the wayside except for those three who I've mentioned. But none of them is the Antichrist biblically. It doesn't mean they aren't Antichrists. Scripturally, there are many
Agreed with him. Completely agree with him there. That's exactly what I've been saying.
PJ, it's a Johnny Rotten. He's the Antichrist. He's an anarchist.
He's an anarchist. He is an Antichrist. He is an Antichrist. And he's a Sex Pistol, which means he's a dick.
He's dangerous.
But he was right. He was right about certain things back in the 80s, wasn't he? Did he not call out Jimmy Savile? Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was right. He was the first one to call out. Well, that I remember. He was the first one to say anything. And after he did, he didn't seem to be about anymore, did he?
No, not really. No. Wonder why.
Weird.
Christ historically, and what that word means is
absolutely
someone who is both opposed to Christ, the real one, the real Messiah.
Do I think the Antichrist has to come from the tribe of Judah? No, I don't think it has to be. No, not at all.
I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that, so I don't know why it would be said, but I wouldn't think it would have to be the tribe of Judah. I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't even know if the Antichrist has got to be somebody that's supernatural, already born. You know, comes from the beast. It comes from Satan. So I really don't know. But I don't think it's going to be from the tribe of Judah. No.
He's an X-Man.
He's an X-Man.
And he also puts himself or herself in the stead of Christ as a Christ-like figure who does those two things. So we're talking potentially politically, but certainly spiritually, religiously. Yeah, in terms of saying, look at me. You know, I have the plan to save the world, or whatever it happens to be, right? And then there are people out there looking at megalomania.
Always got a Bible nearby. But right here, I've got two to my left. Right here, look. Two right now. Ooh, Bible right now. New King James, Old King James. Vicky sat there and put all them tabs in for me as well. All them tabs. Didn't you, babe? Babe. Oh, you just pretended to be here as well. Okay.
Maniacs like Hitler, right? Who died, who was a perfect candidate, it seemed, ostensibly on the surface, to potentially be the Antichrist because he was an obviously evil individual. So people look at folks like Hitler or Stalin or Mussolini or any number of others you could name historically and say, oh, I think that person might be the Antichrist, until they die and they don't come back and they don't actually fulfill the biblical role, right?
There you go.
So scripturally, all of that is literally nonsense. There's only one biblical basis to even use, one basis, in history, maybe I should say, to even use the word Antichrist, and it comes straight out of...
Yeah, that's the thing, because Antichrist means become against Christ, so he is altogether different something. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's human. I mean, he's got to look like a human or an angel type thing that's like a human, like one of the... I don't know. I really don't know. But I certainly don't think he's got to just be the same as us. He might look like us, but there's got to be indications as well, isn't there? I mean, was there not meant to be some kind of injury, that type of thing, all that kind of things? So no, it's a hard
PJ,
one.
I'm going to pretend to leave you. I got to go.
You'll pretend to leave me, okay? Where is she? She's replied.
I'm here.
Okay. What did I ask Vicky again?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Babe. Hello.
Hello. What?
What did I ask Vicky again? Hello. Don't tell me you can't hear me.
I'm here.
Well, can you hear me?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, well, I'm sitting talking to you and you're going, hello, and I'm talking to you. You weirdo. I'm trying to say to like somebody, what did I ask her again? I can't remember what I asked you.
I don't know.
But I asked you something, you went there. Oh, quickly before I go on, I wanted to show you something. A text I got today. They're still trying to push the I've never had the vaccine, but they're still trying to push it. I mean, let me just quickly get it up on our WhatsApp. It's just a text I got, and I just took a snapshot of it and put it in Vicky's YouTube. WhatsApp, so I could quickly show you. I'll try not to say the words, obviously. And obviously I'm not going to show that, so I'll get the picture up straight away. Right, quickly. Presente. Share screen. Window. That one. Share. So there you go. We'll go bigger. Just so there, look. Oh, come on.
I got a message on the app.
You got one as well. So yeah. I got a message.
I get them repeatedly though.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the first time I've had one. You can get your free NHS winter COVID 18+1 vaccine because your NHS records suggest you may be at increased risk of serious illness before 20th of December on the NHS app or at www.nhs.uk/book-COVID. Can't get online, phone 119. Translators are available. Contact your GP surgery if you need a home visit. COVID spreads more easily in winter. Oh my goodness. Vaccination.
Get that. The flu.
No free donuts.
Tops up your protection. Read more. You may be also eligible for, and they're pushing again another one, the flu vaccine. And check out the flu jab for easy read and other formats. There you go. So they're not happy with just pushing the pandemic one.
No, there's three. There's three now that you get. Well, I get yearly. Some more than.
What do you mean
yearly.
you get? You're not taking them.
No, but they asked me to have. Like I get messages for it. I get letters for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they want me to have 3 different types, like every year.
Don't take them. Don't take them. But does it not show you, look, how they're trying to push it? I've never had it before. It's not be down as me taking it. Now they're telling me I'm seriously at risk. Book before the 20th of December, or I could die. And then they're not happy with that. So it's Oh, get your flu one as well. Come on.
And
Ridiculous.
pneumonia. Don't forget pneumonia.
So they're still trying to push that garbage, man. That garbage. So there we go. I just thought I'd show you guys that because it's the first time I've ever had one. And I'm thinking, wow, unbelievable. They're still trying to push that crap. Try to kill me. Just read what Mike put up there. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How we got in my pajamas, I don't know. I like that. Are you okay, babe? Babe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Of the Bible, straight out of Scripture, where Scripture itself talks about the spirit of Antichrist, right? So Scripture gives specific criterion by which to recognize.
I live. I buy two, get one free. You know, that's the one.
Criteria by which to recognize the Antichrist, and most people who have delved into this topic or casually addressed it are either completely ignorant of those criteria or just ignore those criteria without thinking twice, including most so-called scholars, so-called pastors, so-called Bible teachers.
Oh, you got it today as well, Dave. Can't play drums. I got that today also. See what I mean? Trying to push it all over the place just because they've got our phone numbers. I never had it in the first place. I haven't had a flu one since 2006. So why are they trying to push it on me? Try to push
I
it
don't know, right? But do you know what's annoying me? We're in October and there's some idiot here letting fireworks off.
Oh, is that? Why
Yeah,
is that?
Minnie hates them. People are
I know she does. I know she does. Not good. Is she next to you?
Is it Diwali?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it'd be Diwali.
Yeah, but not round here, you wouldn't think.
I know you wouldn't think so much in Daventry because there's not so much of there. But in Coventry, yeah. I mean, there's no lights up yet, Sandro. Have you got lights?
No, end of October.
Which lights?
Have you got Diwali lights up?
Diwali's
Me?
not.
Yeah, like not in your house.
I'm not.
I'm
not Hindu.
No, right? Because like when it's Diwali here in Coventry, they put lights up. Don't they?
And Lem, they do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know, but whoever's letting fireworks is an a-hole.
Is an a-hole, baby.
God said that there would be somebody who'd come along in the last days who would accurately identify that individual beforehand, or the church in the world. The passage to which I refer in Scripture is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. So I'm going to read the verse, and this is just the New King James translation, but it basically...
I say if I put my banner up, take it up, it covers theirs. I love it. So
it says the same thing in any translation. It says...
Transformative.
And this is Revelation 13:18. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard, his feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power throne and great authority. Here is wisdom, let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now that last portion there is Revelation 13:18. The first thing that I read was from the beginning of Revelation 13, which...
So it is a man, but in what kind of way? Is a soulless man, a spiritless man? I don't know. The Antichrist has got to be something different. You know? But it still will be a man, obviously.
Tells us about that beast whose name calculates to 666. Now in Revelation 13:18, it tells us that individual is not just a beast, but is also a man, a human being, right?
Doesn't say human.
So the Lord is basically saying, do this calculation when the time comes in history, right? For this beast who also happens to be a man, and the number of his name is going to be 666. Well, people have read about that imagery. Christians have down through the centuries. I did when I first read it. Thought, well, there's nothing like that in the real world, right? So what could this be talking about? And I first read it in the 1980s, and I'm thinking, okay, is it some sort of robot?
No, I'm gonna do with this because it's so long. Like when I do then tonight, whatever I finish off tonight, we'll just carry on with tomorrow. might as well just make a project out of it till it finishes. So we'll watch it all, but I'll just carry on tomorrow. I'm not finishing yet, obviously. I've still got another hour to go. But I mean, yeah, tomorrow we'll just carry on with it, you know, make a project out of it, sort of thing. So it'll be a morning. Actually, tomorrow it'll be an afternoon coffee. This week it's afternoons. Even though I started off in the morning, it's just because I missed a morning last week at some point. So it's afternoons this week.
Some sort of voice synthesis? Is it some sort of chimeric hybrid that mankind is going to produce? You know, some sort of bizarre creature? You know, any number of things you could think of. Is it some sort of alien is going to come down on a, you know, flying saucer kind of thing?
And again, can't play drums, Dave. Nice one for the video, dude. It's good to have a look at these things. I'd never heard these dudes before. I mean, some of the guy Tim Cohen, what I've heard he's saying on the left, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about so far. Still will never say that like monarchy and that is the Antichrist, you know, or leaders. I still never going to say that. But I dare say they have got an Antichrist spirit, some of them, absolutely.
Is it how the devil's going to show himself to the world? You know, he's going to look like this. You know, what are we dealing with, right? So I asked God to show me who and what was being spoken of there in Revelation 13:18, because I knew enough at that point, having read through the New Testament a couple times, read through a portion, you know, having read through a portion of the Old Testament. You know, I became a Christian in 1986. You know, going from an atheist to a Christian basically overnight, and I knew enough to understand.
Also, Vicky's on tomorrow. She's doing Sergio's testimony. It's on earlier than normal. Usually she goes on at 11 or half 11 GMT, but she's on at 9 p.m. GMT tomorrow. So it'll be, because Flats is doing something for an hour, so it'll be like after Flats' opening, his pre-show. He's doing a pre-show sort of thing, because he's going to somebody else's channel. I don't know if it's an interview. I can't even remember who it is. But Flats will be on for an hour. It kind of worked out well, and then he'll be on Song after it. Be with Flats for an hour, then come to Vicky's. But babe, put your link in.
I will.
For the stream tomorrow. Sergio's testimony, guys. He said he's got some visuals and all that as well, so it should be good.
That what was written in scripture was actually literal.
It could disappear.
Yeah, it was literal reality. And so I'm thinking, okay, this thing doesn't exist. What could this be, right? You know, or what am I missing? What is the world missing here? And so I asked God to show me. And within a month of that time, I had this imagery that's on the front cover of the book in my possession. There was only one book in the world that had this prior to my book, and it was Boutel's Heraldry. Yeah.
That might not be necessarily answer to his prayer. I don't know if God's going to answer that prayer, like tell me who the Antichrist is going to be. I don't think God's going to do that. I mean, he's prophesied about, he would have to tell everybody individually. I just don't think that would happen. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but I just don't think that's it. Oh, Kingdom in Context. That's right. That's right, Jeff. He's doing Kingdom in Context. That's right, dude. Remember that. So he'll be on there. He'll be doing a pre-show for that, and then he'll be on there on that platform. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. There's Vicky's link for Sergio's testimony tomorrow. It'll be 9 p.m. GMT. So, like, I kind of don't agree with him here that he got this answer from God. That maybe, well, I don't know. He hasn't fully said. Let's just wait.
And it just so happened that the cadet library at the Air Force Academy had that book on its shelf, and it's a limited number of books on heraldry. You know, just a few books out of hundreds and hundreds that had been written and published at that point already. So this is the official heraldic achievement or coat of arms of Charles as Prince of Wales. First unveiled to the world in July 1969 at his investiture in Caernarvon Castle in Wales. And I'll pull up a better image of this so you don't have to look at it on my reflecting book cover here. I'll share my screen so that folks can see it a little better, and then we'll talk about that imagery and why it points to Charles as the Antichrist.
See, there, I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them. So, I don't think that's answer of prayer. I just don't think it just doesn't seem scriptural to me that our leaders are going to be the Antichrist. I think the Antichrist has got to be somebody we don't know. It's got to come from somewhere else. You know, the Antichrist has got to be somebody we don't know. I was going to say something I had in the background there.
Let's see here. I'll do this one. You see this?
Yep, we can see
I
it.
need to share. Am I sharing my screen?
Yep, you're sharing your screen.
Okay, good. All right. So even though he's now king, this doesn't go away. He is forever the 21st Prince of Wales, you know, in history. This heraldic achievement is unique to him under international law. He retains it, even if it's, you know, dormant or something like that. And he's been granted new heraldic achievements that supplement this, if you will, as king. But this doesn't go away. And on this, he's got the red dragon for Wales. This is his, unique to him in history, unique to him under international law. No one else can ever have one like it or identical to it.
Yeah, these are all demonic kind of symbols and stuff like that, and demonic things. I mean, but it doesn't mean to say that he's going to be the Antichrist. I mean, that I think it's silly to even think so. I mean, yes, it's got to be a man, but it's got to come from. I think he's got to spring up from nowhere, and people. It's because I think it's someone that people like. You know what I mean? He's got a charisma about him. Prince Charles ain't got no charisma. He hasn't got. People don't necessarily like him. You know, I mean, they never used to like him before he was king. They don't like him that much now. I mean, a lot of people think he should have abdicated. He got divorced and stuff. You know, so I think that the Antichrist has got to be someone that's liked to begin with, obviously, with charisma, with personality, which sorry, King Charles hasn't got much of.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be a defender of the faith.
Defender of the faith, he's supposed to be, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but in his coronation.
So he has the red dragon.
Yeah.
In his coronation, he didn't. Normally, it's only about the Church of England, isn't it? And he didn't, because he said all faiths in his.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely not a proper Christian, that's for sure. No, but he's meant to be the defender of the faith. But that's what
but to me, it was weird.
Of course, it's weird. Coexist.
The head of the Church of England, and he's saying all faiths.
Exactly. I mean, they are getting into the NWO thing. If that's what you want to call it, like one world religion, and they're accepting all religions, but it doesn't make him the Antichrist. Antichrist spirit, but not the Antichrist. Like I say, these guys could be cool. Not all their information needs to be correct just to follow. I mean, some information is right, some of them are deceived about. There's like, I'm right about some things, definitely. But I guarantee something I believe in that I profess I'm probably wrong about. I just don't know it yet, you know? So it's still the truth to me. You know, so yes. We're not always all going to be right about absolutely everything within our faith, within our relationship, you know?
Here, adopted in 1953 as the national symbol of Wales. In 1958, Elizabeth II, his mother, you know, as queen, announced that she would present Charles to the people of Wales in the future and coronate him Prince of Wales. And she declared him to be Prince of Wales in 1958. In 1969, his investiture, his formal investiture as such, transpired. And by the way, there is no plan to formally invest or crown William as Prince of Wales.
You don't accept him as our king. Well, I don't accept. I just don't care about it, Jeff. I'm not caring about royalty. But I said the same at the start because Vicky used to be like the royals. No, she doesn't. She's not into it now. No, she knows. But I suppose she's got nothing against them. But she's not into it like she used to be. But Vicky used to like some of the royals and that, and hate some of the other ones. You know. But I just don't see them. There is only one king. Yes, exactly. There is only one king. Absolutely, Yeshua.
There's no place for the royal family now.
No.
Did you see the pay rise? Did you see the pay rise he was awarded recently?
No, but it's going to be a lot, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
It was like it was not nearly 50 million.
50 million a year. Wow, unbelievable.
What?
And that is food off your table that he's having.
What's he? Yeah, but that's ridiculous. He's doing nothing.
Right, exactly.
He's not, and he's doing less than they normally do.
Look, his wife did a lot more than him. His ex-wife, not Camilla. And that's the thing. I mean, she's now queen consort. You know, you've got to call her the queen.
She's actually really not. You don't call her queen consort though, because he took
what do you call her?
So she's just the queen.
That's what I'm saying. So she's the queen. That's what I just said, babe. She's queen consort,
No,
but she's just classed as the queen.
They don't use that title, is what I'm saying. They no longer call her queen consort. They just call her the queen.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Absolutely. But yeah, I and if I did support royalty, then he should have abdicated. He got divorced. He divorced. Oh no. Yeah. No, he got divorced. No, sorry. No, it wasn't about divorce. Sorry.
Yeah, but didn't Henry VIII create the Church of England so he could get divorced?
Yeah, of course he did. Of course. But yeah, he should have abdicated. I think. You're not meant to. But was he? I don't mean. Did he divorce? Was they divorced, babe? Or is it just the fact that he committed adultery?
No, they divorced. They divorced, and Camilla's divorced.
Yeah, of course they divorced. Yeah, of course they did. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure for a minute. You got to remember.
It was the Queen's uncle who had to abdicate because he wanted to marry an American actress.
Who?
The Queen's uncle.
Yeah, who? No, which actress?
No, I don't know her. Before my
You've
time.
You've told me this before. Vicky knows about the royals. Nothing. I mean, she knows a lot about the royals compared to me. I know nothing about them.
He married. Her uncle wanted to marry an American actress, and she was a divorcee, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they wouldn't let him be king, and that's how come her dad got to be king, because his brother abdicated. If the line of succession hadn't have changed, i.e., like her dad becoming king because his brother abdicated, then she would never have been queen.
King Edward VIII married Wallis Simpson.
That's the one. Yeah.
My signal's crap at the minute. I don't know why he's doing that. Do you think it's because it's not? They haven't took the money out of it.
No, you keep asking.
Why is my signal going rubbish? It never used to be rubbish.
Not because the weather. I don't know.
Crap in it. I don't know why he's like that. Right. Anyway, let's carry on.
He's been declared by Charles as Prince of Wales now, but there's no plan to invest or crown him as such. So Charles, as Prince of Wales, had the red dragon here on this heroic achievement. Didn't have to have it as Prince of Wales, but he was given it. It had been a long time since this had last been on a royal heraldic achievement. He's got a unicorn with human eyes, which is unusual, but it's not completely unique in history. And I'll come back to why it's very significant here, though, in this context. And then he's got something that is completely unique to him in history, which is a beast with feet like a bear, body like a leopard, mouth like a lion. And in Revelation 13, it says like. In other words, we're talking about similes. It's not actually the feet of a bear. It's not actually the body of a leopard. And it's not actually the mouth of a lion. Scripture.
Yeah, but don't you think they could have put these, originally put these images together because of what it says there, hidden in plain sight because of what it says in Scripture? Like they like to do, hidden in plain sight. Claim things that they're not, confuse people. That's what the devil does. He will make you think that everybody's going to be the Antichrist. You know, this is what they do. I just don't think we're going to know until it happens. So I don't think you're going to be able to guess who it is. I think only God knows who the Antichrist will be, and obviously Satan.
It says its feet like a bear, body like a leopard, mouth like a lion. That's the beginning of Revelation 13, to whom the dragon gives his power, throne, and great authority. Now, in the prior chapter, Revelation chapter 12, that dragon is explicitly called Satan and identified as a fiery red dragon, and also as the serpent who deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden. So yes, in 1953, the nation of Wales literally adopted the devil as their national symbol.
Oh, by the way, good to see you, Jeff Gossett. And you, Norman.
Hi, Barbara.
Oh, and Barbara as well. Good to see you, Barbara. Good to see you. Oh, Barbara, if you want to be able to get Vicky's streams on yours, send me your email at some point so I can download them and then send them to your email. Then you can download them to your computer, then upload them to YouTube.
I did ask her yesterday, but I think she forgot.
I know. I doesn't have to be right now. When you're ready. It's just so I'm able to send it to you directly rather than having to go through a few people. So doesn't mess about with compression and stuff like that.
Barbara, I'll send you the link again in the morning so that it's there. You ain't got to scroll through our messages.
Yeah.
Satan today is the national symbol of Wales. Now, in Revelation...
I've never had this bad a signal before. It's ridiculous. It's telling me it's unstable. It's weird. Right, I need to phone them tomorrow just in case.
13, we have this imagery described between Revelation 12 and 13, this imagery on Charles' heraldic achievement. That beast in the same chapter, Revelation 13, gains control over all peoples, tribes, tongues, and nations, basically over the world, for 3.5 years. And that's, you can find that in Revelation 13. It's the time period is also alluded to in Revelation chapter 11, because during that same period of time,
we know Hitler wasn't German, he was Austrian.
The Temple Mount, which is in East Jerusalem, will be trampled underfoot by the nations of the world. They'll gain control of it and trample it underfoot. And 2 witnesses of God, described in that same chapter, Revelation 11, will begin to torment the nations for the next 3.5 years while this beast is having his rule over the world, while this Antichrist, this man, per Revelation 13:18, is over the world, basically over a nascent global government, a formal one. Now, in Daniel chapter 6...
And I believe all that, there's going to be one man in government over the world, NWO type thing. Well, you know what I mean? But I just don't think it's going to be a world leader that's about now. A king, a president, or a queen, or any of that, I think he's got to come from nowhere. They've not got to know him, and he's got to be charismatic. People have got to fall in love. People haven't fell in love with Charles as such. I mean, yes, you get royalists who like the royal family and follow it, but no, they're going on the wrong line, I think. They're on the wrong line.
7 in the Old Testament, that exact same beast is described with completely different imagery, but also ruling for 3.5 years. In Daniel chapter 7, he's described as a little horn with the eyes of a man. Charles refers to this unicorn, and has for decades, as, quote unquote, my little horn. He's known when he comes to the United States by the Secret Service. One of his code words, his primary code word, is unicorn. That's what they call him. When he served in the RAF, he wore a Red Dragon patch on the shoulder of his flight suit, and he was called Red Dragon. Charles himself was. That was his call sign, Red Dragon. So there's much more to it in this book. There's a whole lot of other stuff tied around all this, but basically every symbol that you see in front of you right here is described somewhere in Scripture. All of it is. I've given a little bit of it, the core parts from Daniel 7.
I know like Mike's getting his eyes about Germany and all that, but Sandro's right though. I mean, some of the royal family are German, aren't they? Their parents isn't the Queen German side? Isn't the Queen come from Germany? Yeah, well, our family comes from Germany at some point, babe. And then her husband was Greek, wasn't he? Sort of thing. So I'm saying the Queen wasn't our German in her family, and wasn't our husband Greek.
Yeah, because their ancestors are Queen Victoria, and Queen Victoria's kids married other European royalty. So yeah, and yeah, Prince Philip was Greek.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Barbara. Got it.
But did you know that nearly all European royal families are related?
Oh, signal's terrible. Yeah.
So they all come from two ancestors, and the Queen was one of them who come from both of them.
Aye.
And I can't remember the names. I looked into it years ago, but I can't really remember. But yeah.
Okay. Why is this signal?
Because the Queen and Prince Philip were second cousins, I think.
Yeah, they're always getting
Prince
better.
Michael of Kent was the Queen's first cousin and Prince Philip's first cousin. There you go.
All right, got you. Right, let's carry on. Oh, I hate it. Why is the signal so bloody low? Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, which I haven't even got Wi-Fi in here yet, it's in cable. Plug in your router or move closer to it. It's really staying low at the minute. Right, let's carry on.
And Revelation 13 here.
Go on.
But it is all described in Scripture, in fact. And I go through the verses in this book to show that. But there are 10 lion, leopard, bear beasts in the center of this, also unique to Charles because they've added the shield for Wales in the center atop the royal shield, which normally would be 10 lions or 10 lion leopards for England, or excuse me, 6 for England on the royal shield. And then the shield of Wales has 4 more. In the case of Charles, when you see high-resolution versions of this or other artistic renditions of this, you see that these are actually all lion, leopard, bears. And I show that in the book also. They're not.
What do you mean, Mike Van Dyke? PJ, would you like if I call you Scottish? What do you mean? I don't mind being called Scottish. I am Scottish. Why? Why are you asking this? Would you mind if I call you Scottish? I am Scottish, so why would I mind? Why would I mind? I am Scottish. And I do love it. Yes, I'm a Rangers man. I am. How did you know that, Carvin? You must have been
Rangers. I've been to Celtic.
I'm not
I've been to Celtic Park.
No, I'm not a Celtic dude, man. Go up the Fenians.
There's a big rivalry there.
Absolutely.
They played Dundee United when I went.
Would you like to call you English? No. Why are you asking me this? Because I haven't called you anything. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. Would you like to call English? No, because I'm not English. I haven't said anything about you being something else. So why are you asking me that? You know why he's asking me that? I haven't said he's anything. But I'm saying. Yeah, I know the difference between the German and Austrian, dude. I know they're different. I never said anything. I said earlier that they sound similar to me, that type of thing. I never said that they're not different. I'm just saying when you're from somewhere else, they sound the same to you. Like some people, I don't mind when they call me Irish because they think I'm Irish. You know what I mean? It's not like I hate it or hate being called English if someone thought I was English. I never said anything about you being German or anything like that. I never said it. So if someone calls me Irish, which they do by mistake, I say, well, they say, what part of Ireland you're from? I say the Scottish part because I'm not Irish. It doesn't bother me. People mix it up. But I haven't said that about you at all or anything. I even said that Hitler was Austrian, not German.
Just lion, leopards, or lions. So they're like his offspring, if you will.
I'm not upset, dude. I'm just trying to stress out to you that where I'm coming from. I'm not upset, bro. Definitely not upset, bro. Don't worry about that. I won't get upset with you. I'm just trying to stress it in my voice, that's all. Somebody said something about Rangers. Really peeved off with the signal. I've never had bad signal before. But mind you, I got this in the summer, didn't I? When I don't understand why the weather affects it, especially when most of the cables are underground. Somebody said so. PG is a proud Scotsman and loves Rangers. Yeah, I do. I don't follow as much anymore, but I do. I love the team, especially back in the 90s, late 80s and 90s. Loved it.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
I'm not a fan of the blue noses.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of the Celtics. That's only because of your ex-boyfriend. Isn't it? Babe.
Yes.
Why don't you answer me, you weirdo? Babe.
Because I mute myself.
Because you're a weirdo, isn't it?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You're the weirdo.
I'm the weirdo. You're the crazy weirdo.
No, I'm the crazy. You're the weirdo.
Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, and so scripture talks about the lions of Tarshish. Tarshish historically is actually England. It's not Spain. It's not Gibraltar, as some people argue. It's actually the United Kingdom and England.
Well, I have no clue about that. I have not heard that or read or researched that at all. So I can't comment on that she's being England or UK or whatever.
Are representing the nations that came from the United Kingdom historically, such as Australia, the United States, Canada, New Zealand, etc. Then you got the red line for Scotland here. You've got the harp for Ireland, right?
It's called the rampant. Called the rampant.
So you have the core nations symbolized here of the United Kingdom, and then those nations that came from it historically indirectly in these 10-line leopards.
Can I just say, as somebody who's half Irish, please do not put Ireland in Great Britain. Thank you very much. Southern Ireland is independent. They are not British.
What, Southern Ireland's not British? You know that? I know that.
No, but he didn't specify. He just said Ireland.
Who did?
Only Northern Ireland is British, not Southern.
Whom? Oh, the guy in here?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
For bear beasts. And at the bottom here, you read a heraldic achievement like this in heraldry from top to bottom and left to right. And we say left to right. It's a little strange because in heraldry, this beast here with feet like a bear, body like a leopard, mouth like a lion is actually on the right-hand side of the heraldic achievement. It's looking at you, in other words. You're not looking at it from the perspective of the heraldist. So it's called the dexter supporter. The unicorn is on the left-hand side, and it's called the sinister supporter because it's looking at you. You're not looking at it. And in the center of the overall heraldic achievement, there is another head. You see this gold helm here?
Yeah.
That I'm circling? That's the sovereign helm. And it was given to Charles before he was ever king, which is unusual. It's the same helm his mother had at the time, basically. Just a more feminine version of it, but the same helm with 7 bars across the mask.
Yeah.
So the overall heraldic achievement has its own head, signifying that this whole thing is a...
Same as Jolly Man. I'm Scottish, not British. I don't like being called British at all. Yeah, I always say... I mean, I might say like if someone says, do you live in Britain? Yeah, I live in Britain. But, I mean, I'm Scot. I'm a Scot. I'm not a Brit. I'm like that. I'm like that.
A corporate beast. Not only does it have multiple heads and beasts that comprise it, but it is a corporate entity, a corporate beast, so far as the heraldist is concerned. And we're talking about a satanic and occult form of artwork that to the heraldist takes on a life of its own. In other words, this is like a living set of symbols and a living corporate symbol to the heraldist. The College of Heraldry in the United Kingdom in London was over the creation of this. The Garter Herald King oversaw it, you know, the prior Garter Herald King, who's the most powerful herald in the world. And the College of Heraldry has the most powerful body of heralds in the world. Heraldry was originally used as a form...
Heraldry is like messenger, isn't it? To bring the news. Heraldry. I think that's the idea.
...of artwork to identify knights in combat, you know, or when jousting. They would put symbols on their armor to recognize which knight, you know, was which atop the horses or whatever. And then to recognize people in battle when we're talking about British heraldry, English heraldry. So this is the calling card, if you will, for Charles. It identifies him, in other words, so far as the heraldists are concerned. As it turns out, it identifies him as the Antichrist.
I thought something happened like that, Sandra. I thought that happened. Yeah. Dude, well, you know you're welcome anytime.
Biblically also. So he's got the lion, leopard, bear, beast, the little horn of the eyes of a man, and the fiery red dragon representing Satan, all coming together on his heraldic achievement to identify him. No one else has ever had that. No one else will ever have that in the history of the world going forward. And that's because, again, it's unique to him under international law. And I want to point out one thing to you, Chris. There are a lot of people out there right now who are trying to say, well, William might be the Antichrist. And when they're looking at this imagery, you know, because they think Charles is too old or that kind of thing.
See, that as well. I don't think William's Antichrist. I don't think Harry's the Antichrist. I don't think any of their kids are the Antichrist. You know, I just think it's going to be someone that just comes from nowhere. I mean, yes, it says the number of the beast and the number of that is a man. It's the number of 666 and the number is of a man. But does it mean it has to be like a normal man that we've known for a long time? No. I think he's got to come from nowhere, and he's got to be charismatic, and people have got to love him. They've got to have to follow him. King Charles is not charismatic. His kids are not charismatic. You know? I mean, I know that's maybe about this. I mean, that's logical, but I know. It's I just don't think we're going to know when, and where it comes from. You know, it's just going to happen. I don't think. Only God knows. Only God knows. They all. Did you see Will's wife dress when she came out of hospital? Oh, I can't remember. Remind me, Kate. I can't remember the dress. Remind me. Actually, let me just check it. I'll play this and I'll check it. Oh, sorry.
The book is called The Antichrist and a Cup of Tea.
Oh, I put that back.
Passage
Sorry.
to it.
Wow. How far was I? Back. Right. I was on this for ages. Right. Right, let's do it for another few minutes on Charles and we'll skip it forward a bit.
Was ever king, which is unusual. It's the same helm his mother had at the time, basically. Just a more feminine version of it, but the same helm with 7 bars across the mast.
Yeah.
So the overall heraldic achievement has its own head, signifying that this whole thing is a corporate beast. Not only does it have multiple heads and beasts that comprise it, but it is a corporate entity, a corporate beast, so far as the heraldist is concerned. And we're talking about a satanic and occult mode of artwork.
Wow. Rosemary's Baby is a horrible, horrible horror film from the 60s. It's awful. It's awful about a baby, and I think the baby don't get pulled up. I can't even remember. It was banned for a long time in the UK, I think. So sick of this signal. But yeah, you're right. I just looked at it. It is exactly the same, dude. Exactly the same. Let's have a look. Yeah. Wow, unbelievable. Look, I mean, yeah, that's Rosemary's Baby. Am I sharing? Yeah. On the right there, that's from the movie, Girl with Short Hair, Rosemary's Baby. And then you got Kate there with the baby. That's exactly the same. I wonder if there's anything being said in that, you know? That is so crazy. It's identical. It's identical. Except there's a little ribbon there around Rosemary's Baby's kind of the mother's neck. There's no ribbon in Kate's, but wow. Wow, isn't that just so very similar? Crazy. And that, yeah, I remember that. It was that at the cover. Wow, unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
The heraldist takes on a life of its own.
Agreed, Barbara. It's all scripted. Hey, Joseph Osborne, good to see you, man. Good to see you.
In other words, this is like a living set of symbols and a living corporate symbol to the heraldist. The College of Heraldry in the United Kingdom in London was over the creation of this. The Garter Herald King oversaw it, you know, the prior Garter Herald King, who's the most powerful herald in the world. And the College of Heraldry has the most powerful body of heralds in the world. Heraldry was originally used as a form of artwork.
Babe.
Yeah.
Remind me to phone now, broadband tomorrow, just to pay it, because they haven't took it out yet. It's because I forgot what.
You need to sort your contract out anyway.
I know. So remind me to phone them.
Right.
Because Yeah, it says paid, but they haven't took it out yet, and it's probably because I lost my bank card and got a new one and forgot. I've changed it now, but they still haven't took it, so I'll phone them and tell them to take it, or I'll pay it over the phone or whatever. All right, cool. Remind me.
I will.
To identify knights in combat, you know, or when jousting, they would put symbols on their armor to recognize which knight, you know, was which atop the horses or whatever, and then to recognize people in battle when we're talking about British heraldry, English heraldry. So this is the calling card, if you will, for Charles. It identifies him, in other words, so far as the heraldists are concerned. As it turns out, it identifies him as the Antichrist biblically also. So he's got the lion, leopard, bear, beast, the little horn of the eyes of a man, and the fiery red dragon representing Satan, all coming together on his heraldic achievement to identify him. No one else has ever had that. No one else will ever have that in the history of the world going forward. And that's because, again, it's unique to him under international law. And I want to point out one thing to you, Chris. There are a lot of people out there right now who are trying to say, well, William might be the Antichrist. And when they're looking at this imagery, you know, because they think Charles is too old or that kind of thing, which he's not biblically. There's no criteria biblically that identifies the age of the Antichrist or what age he should be or anything like that.
That's true. That is true. It doesn't identify the age at all. I still think it's got to be a young, charismatic man. Not necessarily young, but I mean, I don't think he's got to be ancient. He's got to have some life in him. I just don't see it's Charles way too old, you know. He's way too old. He's, I mean, in general, royal family do seem to live longer than others, but yeah. Your ex-wife was the spit of Diana. I thought I read it wrong, and I thought it said your ex-wife got spit on by. Oh, no.
So just making that up. But they're pointing to this red lion of Scotland and trying to call that a red dragon, this thing that I'm circling on the royal shield, because they don't know what they're doing or what they're looking at. They're novices. They haven't done any research or study, and so people get away with calling this a red dragon, which it patently is not. It's the red lion of Scotland. This, on the other hand, is an actual red dragon, and it's the red dragon of Wales. And in fact, this red dragon goes back to the standards of the Roman cohorts that occupied ancient Britannia and prior to that, ancient Wales. And this particular red dragon on those standards, you know, it looked different, but it was the same red dragon historically. This particular red dragon was on the standards of the Roman cohorts that occupied ancient Judea, you know, ancient Judea. So when John, the Apostle John, was writing about this in Revelation 13 under inspiration of the Holy Spirit, he had this particular red dragon in mind, and he would have seen it in his day in use.
He's seen vision of it, certainly. He was taken away and seen a vision, but who says it was this red dragon? Didn't the dragon have 10 horns, something like that? Unless we're talking about a different dragon.
By the Roman cohorts occupying Judea, etc. So what does all this mean? So I'm going to read the verse again. It says, now the beast which I saw was like a leopard, his feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion, and the red dragon gave him his power, throne, and great authority. I've added the word red there. It's red per Revelation 12, the prior chapter.
Again, it would seem another thing that Satan would do, try and confuse you by saying, this is going to be the Antichrist, that's the Antichrist, that's Antichrist. So this kind of imagery could always have been scripted from the start. You know? Absolutely. That's the type of thing that Satan does, manipulate to deceive.
Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Well, what this means is we are authorized for the first time in history to actually do the name calculation. In other words, this imagery has to actually be present for and associated with the man in question before you can do the name calculation legitimately. If you do a name calculation for any person in history, anyone alive today, if they don't have this imagery, even if the calculation somehow turns out to 666, and that's a whole other discussion in a moment, it's meaningless. It has no meaning whatsoever, biblically. It does not identify that individual as the Antichrist. The individual has to have this imagery before you can legitimately do the calculation. And the reason for that is, again, it says it is the number of the beast or it is the number of a man. In other words, it's associated with this beast before you do the calculation for the man. All right, let's look at the calculation itself. So this is a page right here from the first edition of the Antichrist in Captivity.
Hey, he's going something different.
Published in 1998.
Well, an image anyway.
I go into a lot more detail in the second edition where I address the Greek text in a lot of detail and so forth as well. But what you can see from this.
Tinfoil, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Andrew Glenn, good to see you, Glenn. Bless you, man. Glenn's there, baby. Babe.
What?
I think Glenn's there.
Hi, Glenn.
There you go.
This, and what I point out in the book, is the system is sequential. It's not phonetic. It was never phonetic. And it was originally in Hebrew. The original system is Hebrew, which has 22 glyphs or hieroglyphs, 22 characters. And they're in a particular sequence, just like English is, you know, A, B, C, D, right? But in Hebrew, it's 1 through 9, 10 through 90, 100 through 400, and it gets cut off right there because there are only 22 characters in Hebrew, 22 glyphs. It was transferred historically to Greek, and it was transferred sequentially. And when it was transferred, they expanded the system to go all the way through 900. Because Greek has more than 22 characters. Okay? The Greek version of the system is what was used to specify 666 in the underlying text of Revelation 13:18, from which the English is translated. So the underlying Greek text, the original Greek text, not corrupted manuscripts, but the original, it's got one character for 600, the one I'm circling here.
Yes.
A second character for...
yeah, it'll be 600, 600, 3 score, and 6 is probably how it's put together.
6, or 60, pardon me, the one I'm circling here.
Okay.
And a third character for 6, this one right here that I'm circling.
Right. I'm just used to hearing it done as in 600, 3 score. Sorry, 3 score. Yeah, 600, 3 score, and 6. Which is 666.
Okay. Because the Greek text specifies the number in that way.
Doreen, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
And doesn't spell it out in the form of words like most numbers in the New Testament. It identifies for us the system to do the calculation. What that means is we're not free, Chris, to go and invent or contrive a system. The system is actually given to us in the Greek text that we're supposed to use. Very few people who've attempted to do the calculation historically for any.
The name of the channel, I'll put the link in. I got it from Can't Play Drums, David Martin. He wanted me to check it out to see what I thought of this guy, because he thinks he says some good stuff, but then he says other stuff he's not too sure about. So he wanted my opinion on it. So I decided to do a stream so we could all have an opinion on it, sort of thing. I'm not going to get it all done tonight. It's a 2-hour video and we're only 20 odd minutes in. So yeah, we carry on with it tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon about 2 p.m. GMT. Not finished yet, but I'm just saying, yeah, when we carry on with it, it'll be tomorrow. So I'll give you the link. Where is it? There it is. It's called, the channel is called Author Tim Cohen, like the Jewish name Cohen, I suppose it would be. The Cohen brothers.
Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen. I think that's a Jewish name, isn't it? Cohen, like the Cohen brothers.
Yeah.
There you go. Babe Ruth. There it is. There's a link for this video if you want to sub to him through that way. And you go, dude. Cool. Well, there you go. So again, nice one, Dave. Can't play drums for this video because people are actually wanting to see it and check it out and that. So nice one, dude. Nice one. Let's carry on for a little bit.
Any individual have even known what I just shared with you. And so they've gone out and invented or contrived systems and said, oh, look, so-and-so's name is 666, might be the Antichrist. When in reality, that was not a proper way to do the calculation. Number one, we're not free to invent the system. It's actually given to us in Scripture.
Bless you, Dave. Nice one, dude.
Number two, we're not free to tamper with the name of the individual that we're calculating. So here, the title, Prince Charles of Wales, this is the actual way to spell it.
And yeah, Dave, as in can't play drums. Even though there's things that I don't agree with him, there's still a lot of stuff good that he does say. So even if there's stuff that I don't agree with and you don't agree, I wouldn't abandon it completely. I wouldn't abandon it completely because I dare say he's looking for truth. You know, I don't think he's a con. I just think that he might have some things wrong. That's all. And the things he gets right, it's good. It's good. So I wouldn't abandon him anyway. Wait until I get further on in the video, you know, like tomorrow night. It might be something completely mad, but we'll see. We'll see. But so far, so good, you know.
In Hebrew, Nasik Charles of Wales. So Nasik is a Hebrew word for a prince who's an heir apparent to a throne. Charles, this is the way you would transliterate Charles in Hebrew. It's the way it's given in the Israeli press and in other sources. Mem is of, in Hebrew, it's the preposition, mem. And Wales is the transliteration of Wales. So this is Nasik Charles of Wales. That's how it's actually spelled in Hebrew. And there's some other alternate spellings out there, but I go through why this is actually the correct one. In the second edition, I go into a lot of detail on that as well. But this is the official way to do it.
That's his opinion. Maybe a lot of people, if they went into it, might be able to refute that. I can't because I don't know much about Hebrew. But Flats was here. Maybe he'd be able to do a little bit. Don't know. But we'll see. I mean, like I say, we'll carry on with it tomorrow as well. So we'll see. I mean, someone come in might be able to know a bit about it. I don't know.
As it turns out, Nasik Charles of Wales calculates exactly 666 on the Hebrew system, the original numbering system that was transferred to Greek before it was transferred.
You see, he's Italian. I get you, bro. But Cohen is definitely like a Jewish name, isn't it, though?
It works out to exactly 666. The same system transferred to English sequentially using the precedence of calculating the precedence of the transfer to Greek, which was sequential, not phonetic historically. The same.
Fair play, Babe Ruth says, because I also believe that truth is in code. I do. I believe there's definitely truth in code, not complete full truth. I don't think your life should be sunk into code and stuff like that. But yeah, of course, there's some truth in code, without a doubt. So is it true 7 is God? Well, I don't know about 777 being God, but 7 is definitely God's number, God's kind of favorite number of completion, perfection. So I suppose you could say 777. Suppose you could say 777. Yeah. But 7 is certainly his favorite number. His number of completion or perfection, whatever it is. Certainly 7 is used a lot for things, you know. Absolutely. So yeah, 777. I kind of agree with Jolly Man and you there, definitely.
Title, in this case, Prince Charles of Wales or Charles Prince of Wales. It doesn't matter how you order it. Works out again to exactly 666 using the combination of the English system. So let me show that in a different chart. See this?
Yep.
Same system.
Well, exactly. There's a couple of play drums says if you believe the Bible and the earth is 6,600 years old, how can you believe in things that are older? Also, solar system he believes in. Well, exactly. A lot of people are cognizant about that, aren't they? Because I agree. So you get Christians that believe in heliocentrism, you know, and heliocentrism goes hand in hand with evolution. So how the hell does that work? You know, so sometimes they'll come up with a gut theory, stuff like that. But how do you call it? How do you unite the two? How do you reconcile it? I think you have to delude yourself a little bit, you know? Exactly. What did Jeff say there? Jeff's always got something good to say. Ooh, wrong one. If you think the millennium reign has happened, then you must think the Mount of Olives has split into, and nobody can see it, among other things. I agree, Jeff. I don't believe the millennial reigns happened at all. At all. I mean, you don't see anybody going about in their glorified bodies. You don't see immortal people, you know. graves and all that. A lot of people think that Satan could have covered all by trying to deceive us. I think something like that would not be able to be covered up, you know, something that important. I don't think we missed Jesus coming back. Definitely not. I'm with Jeff Conkle on that one, and I will never change my mind. I will never change my mind on that. I don't think Satan's short season we're in at all. No.
Okay. You can see a completely different combination of numbers in English versus Hebrew, right? In both cases, it's the same title, and there's no tampering at all with the name. This is the official spelling, the way that it's given. And it's exactly 666. And let me point out one more thing. Charles, Prince of Wales, or Prince Charles of Wales, is the same format as a biblical name, like in the New Testament. For example, Apostle Saul.
Jeff said also children are still being born.
I was just about to put that up. Yeah, absolutely. Children are still being born. Absolutely, bro.
Tarsus. Right?
Okay.
Christ Jesus of Nazareth. In other words, it's a biblical format for a name. Identifies the person and where they're from or that kind of thing. Their authority, like apostle or prince or that kind of thing, or Christ. So what you're looking at here is mathematically impossible. Literally, it is not possible. And yet you're looking at it in black and white. It's a fact. To have 666 from the same name with no tampering work out to 666 on any system, let alone the actual biblical system without tampering, is mathematically not possible. Even if the universe were 50 billion years old, statistically, this would be considered not possible from a statistics point of view, mathematically. If you're a biblical creationist, as I am, and you believe the universe is actually just under 6,000 years old, it's absolutely impossible what you're looking at. And yet, there it is in black and white. These things alone, in other words, this calculation, and then the imagery on the heraldic achievement, concretely and objectively, are fulfillment of Bible prophecy in our day, and concretely and objectively identify Charles unambiguously as the Antichrist of history and of Bible prophecy. Now, a lot of things happened after the first edition of this book came out that strengthened the case for Charles being the Antichrist. And there's a lot more evidence even in the first edition from 1998 than what I've just mentioned. But this is the core stuff that identifies him biblically as the Antichrist and makes it literally impossible.
I just don't think Satan would be able to hide something like as important as that at all. Like I say, there's no glorified people and glorified bodies. There's no people that's immortal walking about. No, I will not ever fall for that one. I think it's a deceit. I think it's funny that it's just all sprung out. And if it's popular on YouTube, I am, you know what I mean, dubious about it. And I just don't believe it. There's too many things that haven't happened yet.
Or any other human being to be the Antichrist now or in the future. You know, when you have people saying so-and-so is the Antichrist, ask them to show their evidence, show their biblical evidence. And across the board, they will have none, zero, none. No biblical name calculation, no imagery like this, okay? But like I said, a lot more happened. So in the early 2000s, there was a statue that came out to Charles. This was after the first edition of the book was published. Have you seen it, Chris? Hailing Charles as the...
No, he's the great deceiver, but Jesus is the Almighty. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's happened. I'll never think that's happened. I don't care if Mike doesn't believe me. I don't care. I don't think it's happened. And I don't see any evidence for it whatsoever.
No,
Like
no,
said,
I don't.
there's no glorified bodies walking about, you know what I mean? There's no immortal bodies, you know, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah. Environmental savior of the world.
Oh, well, we're kind of used to that in this country.
Have you seen this statue?
No, exactly, Sandro. When Charles is not the Antichrist, Satan has pride, so why would he make himself ugly? Oh, exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't know, would you? Nobody know. Mate, there's no point talking to me about it. I'll never believe it. I think it's a deceit. I think it's a. I'm not gonna go on about it because I think it's dangerous.
Yes, he's over the. Was it the mountain of the dead?
He's hovering over or standing atop, crushing the heads of a massive human body.
We know that, Baba. We've always said that. We can always agree to disagree. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's good that we do, to be honest. It's good that we do. In some cases, not in all cases. The asteroid in 4 years hit, but it don't hit then for sure. Then next time it passes, it hit. What? What do you mean? What asteroids? What are you talking about? Asteroids? Come on.
To see him as savior, and the base of this statue literally has the inscription "Savior of the World" on it. It has Charles' face, his head, and he was portrayed by this artist as the environmental.
Absolutely, Barbara. We all agree. We never question anything. Absolutely. Well said.
Savior of the world and of mankind. And it's portraying mankind looking up to him as savior. This statue is actually
Iron sharpens iron. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Which is scriptural. Iron sharpens iron.
Actually portraying Charles as Zeus or Jupiter. From mythology, when we're talking about esoteric things, Zeus and Jupiter historically were portrayed as dressed only in a loincloth or.
I'm a flat earther, Babe Ruth. I don't believe in asteroids. I don't believe in asteroids, so yeah.
Completely naked, usually next to a bird of prey like an eagle, for example, or with outspread wings, as you see here, more infrequently.
Arsoid. He did actually say that. Sandro. You would pick up on that one, yeah. Asteroid, it says, not asteroid. But it's close, it's close. Asteroid. I like it, I like it.
New name for Mr. Anus.
A new name for Mr. Anus, aye.
Right.
Right, I'll go close this one in a few minutes, and then I've got another 6-minute video I want to show, and then we'll carry on with this tomorrow, because we're only like just about half an hour in. There's still another hour and a half to go. How you doing, Roger? Roger?
I was on mute. Sorry.
I know, I can see that. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's see.
There's Jimenez. Good. It's good, so I don't have to look for his channel now. So I'll put up a few of his observations. Not right now. After I play the next video. It's only a 6-minute video. Oh, he's a dancer. He's put up some new ones. So yeah, we'll play a few Jim's observations after we do the next video. Sorry, let's play a couple of minutes of this.
Then with an eagle or something like that next to them, but with a bird of prey with outspread wings next to them, or like this, an angelic figure. So it is portraying Charles, in other words, as the devil. Zeus and Jupiter biblically are Satan, trying to usurp God, basically, in mythology and so forth. But more than that, it's perverting and inverting Genesis 3:15, which is the first prophecy in the Bible about the Messiah, who is going to crush the head of the wicked one, or the serpent's seed, Satan's seed. In other words, when Yeshua returns and makes war against the devil and the Antichrist and the false prophet and mankind following those three individuals, when he returns to make war against them, he's going to crush their heads spiritually.
Agreed.
And biblically.
Hey, how you doing, Sandra?
Yeah, I've had my phone out on the window ledge, cooling down.
And Genesis 3:15 is foretelling the time when.
Sorry, babe.
My phone, my old phone, even my new phone, they get really hot if I'm on StreamYard or anything for long.
They do sometimes. They're really bad. Really bad. Right.
a man born of a virgin, because it's called the woman's seed. He's called the woman's seed, and the woman doesn't have the seed, Chris. The man does. We're talking about sperm. The woman's seed will crush the head of the devil's seed and of the devil. That's Genesis 3:15. This statue is inverting that, and it's showing.
Yeah, hold on. And maybe seed, they're just saying egg, maybe, you know, because it still say that. I mean, the semen, yeah, I suppose could be classed as a seed to fertilize the egg, but I would still say the egg is a seed. You know,
Well,
I
you
don't
think the egg would be more of a seed than the thing that
because
fertilizes the egg.
exactly. Because if you think about a seed, you put it in the earth, and
And then
whatever, and it
and you
fertilizes.
fertilize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
You don't,
hence,
it's not
egg
a seed,
being a
is it?
seed and semen being the earth, fertilization.
Yeah.
So
That's the way I look at
I'm on
it.
the opposite side with that one. I
Right.
don't think that one's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. That's my thoughts on that one, though. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. I'm not necessarily right. That's my opinion.
Charles, you know, as the Antichrist, crushing the heads instead of mankind. So it's a perversion of Scripture, but it also is interesting because historically there was a desecration
Well, if it's a perversion of Scripture, then it's not true.
The temple in 2nd century BC by Antiochus IV, one of the kings of the north.
That's half an hour on the dot, 30 minutes on the dot. Got to leave that one there. But yes, so far I like some of what they're saying, Dave. David, can't play drums, whatever you want to be called. Plant seeds, not eggs. No, I know that. But I would say the egg is more a seed than. I know. I'm just saying what it sounds like. I'm not saying for sure, Jeff. It just sounds like the egg being more of a seed and semen would be what fertilized it. You know. I just think it could be I don't know.
They need each other.
A synonym to each other, yeah, I suppose. I think they go hand in hand in a way. Well, eggs need seed. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever. Like I say, it's just my opinion. It's just what I thought of. I'm not saying I'm right about it. You know, I'm not saying I'm right at all. It's just what it sounds like to me. But yeah, so far, David, I like what he's got to say. Don't agree with him in some areas, and I certainly don't think Charles is the I still go to call. I called him King then. I usually call him Prince Charles. I still don't think he's Antichrist. I don't think any leader is. Any world leader is. All I want to know is what truth is in it. Okay, so far, I don't, like I say, it's objective, isn't it? I mean, for me, so far, I think he's telling the truth. That's what he believes. I don't think he's lying at all. I think that's what he believes. Some of the stuff, what he's saying, is perfectly all right. When it comes to scriptural stuff, I think he's fine in his interpretation of some scripture. But when it comes to this coded stuff to do with Charles and that, I don't think he's right. I don't think he's right he's right at all. I mean, I just don't think King Charles is ever going to be Antichrist. Antichrist spirit, yeah, but not Antichrist. I still won't abandon him though. I'd still watch the rest of this, and I want to see some more of the stuff tomorrow and that, and we'll give you more. We'll do it till we finish it. If it gets a little bit too boring, we'll zap it forward and that tomorrow. But I'll be on the afternoon tomorrow. And there'll be different, maybe people in chat, they might have different opinions as well. You know what I mean? Because it's a different time of day and that. But yeah, absolutely. I think he's definitely telling the truth as he sees it. His scripture translation is fine so far that I've seen. Like I say, it's my opinion of it though. But I don't agree with the whole Charles thing. Definitely not. Not a definite no. No, definitely not. Definitely no. I think he's got a lot of truth. He's probably got a lot of truth in there. You know, I wouldn't totally chuck out everything. No, definitely not a no. Definitely not a no. So we'll carry on with this guy tomorrow, definitely. But in the meantime, I wanted to show this video. It's only 6 minutes long. Michael sent it to me today. He says maybe you want to do a little thing on this. I thought, yeah, well, why not show it now? It's about Bibles in China. Hold on, where's my watch letter list? I go to the description because obviously this is what I'm going to show it in is video file, so it doesn't show you description and that.
Few places in the
Right. All right, we're okay for signal. So it's underground churches in China. No Bible, and missionaries. Rare video clips, subtitled, whatever. So it's an underground church in China. No Bibles, no missionaries. So the program got Bibles. It's from a channel called Strong Tower 27. I'll put the link in chat in case you want to check it out. Michael sent me this earlier. I haven't seen it yet. I just wanted to see you guys and see what you think of it. It's 8 years old. It's 8 years old, but it's let's check it. Let's check it out. Link. Paste. Let's link for this one we're about to show.
The world are seeing the explosion of God's power like the underground church in China is experiencing. And in the last 60 years, China's communist government has done it.
That's nothing to do with the signal. That is actually the quality of it. It's 360. That's the only option I had when I downloaded it. Just had a 360 option and an MP3 option. That's it. So, yeah.
It's best to wipe Christianity off the
Aye.
What you are about to see is some of the rarest footage on the planet.
Rarest footage on the planet, man.
In this church, the people wake up.
Taking the underground church and they're praising God and that. And they've got no Bibles and stuff. So they're just getting together and, well, I wonder how they know about the Word of God. Let's hear it and see.
Up at 4:30 to come together for 2 hours to pray and worship. They do this every day.
Every day, fair play.
This church meets in the only place they're safe.
We do know at one point, I don't know if it still is, if it's still like that, but Bibles were illegal in China, places like that. Don't know if they still are in certain places. I do not know, but yeah. Actually, let me check that out. Check that out. Let me check those. No, the Bibles are not illegal in China, but there are some restrictions on their availability. Bibles can only be legally sold at church bookstores that are approved by Beijing. The Chinese government banned online Bible sales a few years ago. Personal use. The Chinese government prefers that athletes bring Bibles for personal use only. Why athletes? Printing. Only on one Chinese enterprise, APC, is legally allowed to print Bibles. Just one. Wow. Really restricted. Really restricted. Crazy. Right, I'll play this. I'm just going to the toilet, guys.
A cave. This church meets on a farm, far away from prying eyes. Here's an example of an underground church outreach. The people sitting are Christians. The people who are standing are not. This particular preacher was once crippled, but was healed when someone prayed for her. She now preaches the good news of Jesus to anyone who will listen. In this particular meeting, over 1,000 people became Christians.
Fair play.
Here,
so what was said there, someone was preaching and 1,000 people became Christian. That's what it said. Wow. Amazing.
Christians cast out demons from an 18-year-old girl. She's now a preacher. In Shanghai alone, there are over 3,000 house churches, just like this one. One thing Dennis pointed out to me was that most of the underground churches in China are actually led by young people. These kids have all come out.
That's really good, because that's unusual for young people to get in on the act. That's really brilliant that young people are doing that. I mean, they need to be careful, obviously, but it's good. It's good.
Out of the communist system, and they want nothing to do.
I'm sure if they're on fire for God, that Jesus will protect them.
With
it's flat. Good to see you.
They only want to spread the love of Jesus to everybody they meet. This is a music school. Well, that's the cover anyway. It's really a training school for students who want to be pastors. The government thinks they're simply learning to play instruments.
Their faith has to be so strong because
one thing I quickly realized
depends on it.
Say that again, Sandra.
Their faith has to be so strong because their life actually depends on it.
Absolutely, bro. I remember saying, talking about, there's this guy called Brother Young, Chinese dude, was in prison in China for a long time, or he was sentenced for a long time. He found, it was illegal at the time to have a Bible, he found one page of Matthew and learned it both sides off by heart. That page of Matthew brought him to Christ. Just one page of Matthew. He learned it off by heart, just in case it got taken off of him. He learned it off by heart. And then one day, I mean, this is his testimony, he was let out of prison by an angel. The door's open. He was locked up at night, and for some reason the door was open. He says angel. I can't remember the full story how it went, but he says he was let out by an angel, and that's how he was freed from prison. Brother Young, yeah, came to Christ through one page of Matthew. Right, carry on. Sorry, but yeah, well said, Sandra.
Realized about the Chinese church is that it's a lot different from the American one. For one thing, they think a 4-hour sermon is short. In this church service, it's 100.
I think a 4-hour sermon short. Fair play to the man.
120 degrees inside the building. The people meet for 12 hours straight.
Wow. Sam, over the top.
Dennis told me one story about a time he went to a very remote village in China to preach. He was led into a large room where the people were packed so closely together that he had his back to the wall and could reach out and touch the row in front of him. Everyone stood. There was no room to sit. He asked how long he should preach for, and they told him from 8:30 to 7 at night.
2-6. Barbara, I'm downloading the first ever live stream you and Vicky had, but I was on it, no doing being sort of technician sort of thing. It's downloading now. I'll try sending it to you in your email, and then see how it goes. See if it should come straight through. It should be sound. All you do from there is download it. Hold on, download it to your computer, then upload it to YouTube. So I'll give it a go as soon as it's downloaded.
Then they asked him if it wasn't too much.
That's actually downloaded now. So if that works fine, I'll do the other. I'll do one each day until they're done, so I'm not bombarding you with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You'll be able to post it in your channel. So I've got the first one downloaded. I'll give it a try now and see what happens. I'll play this in the meantime.
Trouble. Could you come back tomorrow and preach from 8:30 to 7 again? And then, very sheepishly, they asked again, if you'd be so kind, could you come back the day after that and preach from 8:30 to 7? He asked how often he should take breaks, and they told him not to stop. The people will wait. Then he asked them what he should preach on. Everything, they replied, from Genesis to Revelation. And then it dawned on him, these people had no Bibles.
After the death of Mao Zedong, the Chinese people, cheated by a false god, began to search for the true God. For the first time in their lives, people from the lowest levels of society came face to face with God's unconditional love, with Christ's sacrifice on the cross, and with the knowledge that in God's temple they had value and dignity. How could they not rejoice, like everyone who has received the most precious gift in the world?
The first time I went to church, I felt the atmosphere there was really good. I found true meaning in life. I found a peace that I never felt before. Peace in the Lord. So I can say without reservation, I will follow God for the rest of my life.
After the service, my soul felt especially sweet and joyful. Lord, how wonderful it will be if we can meet.
Right. 2 secs. Barbara, while I'm trying to send it, it's saying it's bigger than 25 megabytes, so it has to give you a link. It'll send a link. I won't send it. It'll send automatically when I do it. It'll send a link for you to get it from Google Drive. So you just go to that link and then you'll download it to your computer. I think that's how it's working. So yeah, because it's over 20, because it's 2 hours long, it'll be probably about 2 gig or something. So it's, yeah, let's see what's happening with it. It's still sending at the minute. It's about a quarter of the way through. So I think it's going to give you a link. And then you just go to that link. Is that actual email? Is that the one? Right. I'm not going to say it out. Obviously, I'm not going to say an email out. But is that an email address? Is it that says that is at iCloud? I'm not giving obviously the actual address. I'm just saying that it's at iCloud. Obviously, I'm not giving the rest of it. But is that an email address? Is it at iCloud? I've never.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is iCloud an email address? I didn't know that they were email addresses.
Not
So
for
iCloud.
email.
I thought it was something different. All right, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that iCloud was an email address. Right, it's halfway there. Right, let's carry on anyway. I'll let you know what's happening, mate. It's just taking a minute.
Like this every day.
I lay awake for 3 nights, overwhelmed with joy. I thought, Lord, what have I received? Why am I so filled with joy? I have no money. I have no family. I have nothing. And you know, I was absolutely sure that this joy came from heaven.
There we go. That's that done. Nice one, Michael. That's good. That's good testimony. You know that they've got no access to Bibles and that, and they go and celebrate. They go and worship God together in an underground building. That's fantastic, especially when they're risking freedom doing it. You know, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I'll play out with a couple of Jim's observations. Then I'm Mr. Super Sidewinder. I'm just waiting for this to. It's just about done. It says it's 242.9 meg. So that's 2.5 gig pretty much. Just under 2.5 gig. Right. There you go. I'm sending now. Someone needs someone needs access to video playback. Allow anyone with the link address to access. What do you mean viewer? Commenter, editor. What? Don't give a allow. Yeah, okay, that's it. Fine. Send. Right. Okay.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened? I'm just sending something to view message. Right. Okay. I've not scanned for viruses. It doesn't matter. Right. Okay. Scanned by Gmail. Not scanned by viruses. Right. Okay. I think that's it done, Barbara. It seems to be done on my side. Hold on. iCloud is correct. Okay, so scripture will say now. So right, Barbara. Oh, until hold on. Test the teaching against the word in our hearts. Trust me, I was like PJ until 4 years ago. I spent 6 decades in church. Barbara, check your email. I've done it. Like it says it'll send you an email. Sorry, a link or whatever. But I've sent it anyway. I don't know if you'll get it straight away. Sometimes emails take a minute or two, whatever. But I've sent it. It seems like it's gone through and all that. So yeah. But yeah.
I saved it.
But just say again, babe.
I saved her email to her phone number.
Okay. Got you. Cool. Where the Spirit is true. Yeah, well, the Spirit is true wherever Jesus is, man. Wherever Jesus is in the Holy Spirit is in that person, wherever they are, location wise, that's where the Spirit is. That's where the true Spirit is. You know. Anyway, let's get Jimenez. That's what we're doing. Jimenez. Let's do it. No, we're not going to do Jimenez. I mean, we're going to watch some Jimenez's observations.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. I meant do as in beat up. Wouldn't do that. Couldn't do that. Right. Okay, let's carry on. We'll just start from the beginning one. This is a Mooney one. 1331. Or actually, it'd be better if I shared first, wouldn't it? That'd be clever. And you can talk through this one, actually, guys. Share. Cool. Right, this one. Let's go. And likey. Some sound. Chill music. And biggie wiggy. Nice one, Jimmy, with me. Jimmy hard, PJ. Shut up. Dude, it's disgusting, mate. Through that. Barbara, actually, I'll testify to that. Oh, wrong one. I'll testify to that, Barbara. Life is actually worth the little things. They're what make it worth living. Absolutely. Like I was saying, someone asked me once, it was Vara, or like people asked me a few times, like, how did you know God, and what do you think a miracle is? And I told them that about when I went to rehab, and my ex-wife wouldn't let me see my daughter, was dead against me and everything, and all I did was I wanted a photo of my daughter. Now I couldn't ask my ex-wife, she was my wife at the time, even though she wasn't talking to me. I couldn't ask her for it. She wouldn't have done it. So I prayed. I just prayed. I'm back to write a letter. Will you go before me and like sort of soften her heart so I can get a picture of my daughter? Now I didn't get to the point of writing a letter yet. You know what I mean? After I prayed that, and the next day, or maybe 2 days later, I don't know. I like I say, I prayed for a photograph, not a letter or anything like that. I just prayed for a photograph or to go before me because I was going to write a letter to her to ask for a photograph, but I didn't do that yet. And I got a letter the next day. I went and got it. It wasn't a letter. It was a photograph, just a photograph of my daughter when she was 3-year-old doing a pose and all that in an envelope. Now, that was a miracle to me, and that is tiny. It's a tiny thing. You know what I mean? And that is one of the things that gave me a lot more faith, because I knew how dead against me my ex-wife was at that point. You know what I mean? And I didn't even ask her yet, and she automatically sent it. without me asking. I was about to ask, but I had to pay it first, like I said. So she sent that, and I hadn't even asked her yet. I only asked God. You know what I mean? I'd only asked God, not her. So, yeah, to me, that's a little thing. That was a miracle. That was a big miracle to me, even though it was little. Do chill music. See, Jim's got the right idea, man. He doesn't talk or anything. He puts in chill music, and watch the observation. It's fantastic, man. Fantastic. No, Cabbage Patch Babies. This is mind bending. Been down this rabbit. I remember Cabbage Patch Babies. What is this then?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
I remember, yeah, Cabbage Patch Kids, yeah, but Sandra's, sorry. Wow. Barbara's put a link in chat for the Cabbage Baby movie. Oh, it's about that, right? What is it? Some kind of dark stuff, right? Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Hold on. Do you know something? It's 9 minutes long. If I watch it, I might include this, depending what it says, in one of my streams, just for something different. Let me save this to my watch later list. Done. Cool. We'll have a look at that. Definitely.
Barbara, make sure you get some sleep before the show tomorrow, woman.
I will. I'll definitely watch it.
You can sleep when you're done.
No, she needs to sleep before, Ryan.
Live when I'm alive, sleep when I'm dead. Live while I'm alive. Sleep when
I've only
dead.
gave the link for tomorrow to Barbara, Ryan, and PJ, and obviously Sergio, because I'll give it other people after. But for Sergio's thing, I'd rather it was just us lot and Sergio than everybody, if that makes sense.
All right. Well, you've only got 6 spaces, remember?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I only want a certain amount of us because otherwise it's too much.
All right.
And I want to listen to Sergio's testimony.
Of course.
I'll give
By
other
the
people.
way, Barbara, if you wonder my email address, if you wonder, it's pjprettyboy76@gmail.com. So if you see that come through, it's from me, obviously.
You just give everyone your email address.
That's fine. I don't care. I'll
All
put it in
them
chat.
trolls are going to be emailing you.
I don't care. I've put it in chat before. Well, it just
I
shows
can't wait to send you something.
If they do, it just shows how obsessed they are. You know what I mean?
I'm going to start sending you stuff.
Oh well.
Turn the music down. I can't hear Vicky. Mr. Anus said.
What? The music was down. That's really low. The music's really low. What is that? Still too high?
It wasn't nothing interesting.
No, but isn't the music low, babe? That's really low, isn't it?
For me, it's low.
Oh, you already received it, and it's still processing the video. Okay, got you. Cool. Well, when that's done, you know what to do. That'll upload
Well,
it to you.
it's Jim's music anyway.
It's what?
Jim's music.
Jim's music on Jim's video, and he's telling me to turn it down.
He said jokes. Anyway, let's look at this one. Like it? Yeah, you're right, Sandro. If he says turn it down, I should turn it down.
No, he should have turned it down.
Yeah, well, no, but it's. I can't turn it down.
It's not even loud, Jim.
Is that bad?
It's quiet anyway.
I know it was quiet, but I put it down even quieter. Where's my juice? Juice.
What's up, juices?
No doubt he's going to play some else. Would happen. I don't know if that's actually not. That's hold on. Let me just check. Probably not. Like, it's weird. It doesn't always show. 92 subs, dude. 8, and then you're on 100. You need to do 100 special.
I got 100.
Vicky's on 100 on the dot, so she's got 100 special to do as well. Hey, babe.
I'm doing a random though.
Hi, Sandra. It is. It's P900. It is.
Right.
Yes.
I'm doing a random though because I like it when we have randoms.
Yeah, because then you can just look for videos or just chat, then look for videos. No, just anything, funny stuff and that. Like my first one. Like my did one. That was a random one.
They're the best though. I like the random ones.
Jeff stuck at 80. Jeff, put your link in. See if there's anybody not subscribed in here.
Sure, there's a lot of funny stuff.
I'm gonna put his link in.
We do have a laugh though when we have randoms.
Good channel. Hopefully everybody's already subbed in here, but I'll put it in just in case there's people not subbed to him.
I'm subbed.
I know. If you're not subbed to him, please go sub to him, man. He reached out to Enoch and Josh and that. It's brilliant. Brilliant. There we go. And it's for people as well who can watch this, watch the rerun of the live chat, what you call it, the replay.
Right, we're checking out the only game
where your neck is. Why is it going on to that? Grace still plays. They went to Grace still plays. Yeah, this one for 7 seconds. Leakage.
Mine kept going up, my stubs. Up then down, up then down.
I know, it's a pain in the butt. I think I'm on 358 now, by the looks of it. 358. I think I've had two subs tonight. Oh, 359. I've had three subs tonight. So I'm nearly on 360. That's actually this 100, this part of the 100 so far is the quickest I've actually climbed 100. But yeah, no.
You seem to have shot up recently.
Just a little bit, yeah.
It doesn't seem that long ago since your 100 sub.
Well, my 100, how long ago was that? 4 or 5 months ago?
About 5 months ago, I think.
But if you think about it, some people are getting 400 subs a day, babe, or 400 subs in 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
It's crazy, isn't it? That I love getting like 2 subs a week or something, or 3 subs a week, and you've got people that do like 1,000 subs in an hour or whatever, you know? Crazy. So if we cut up everything, I think we have.
Ryan's got over 100 now.
Oh, Ryan, well, you should do 100. Ryan, what are you playing at?
Yes.
Well, how come you haven't done? How come you haven't done 100 sub special? What's going on, man?
I don't know. Is that something that everybody does? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, it's something it's something you have to do. It's in the rules.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's in the terms
well, I refuse to comply.
In the T's and C's, you do 100 sub special.
I was waiting to see if they all cancel first.
Nah, man, I think you should do one. I think you should do one, man.
Maybe I will. I know I need to do my own show anyway, but.
Well, I mean, even if you do it through Rogers, because you're always hooked up, aren't you? So you can do it either.
Well, he'd be involved anyway, but yeah.
Well, all you need to do is just open up your own StreamYard, dude, and just hook it to your YouTube. It's easy enough.
Really?
You know what it is, dude. You know how to work it.
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to do it.
Of course.
I have to get good at doing it. Yeah, if he can do it, I can do it. I know that.
Of course. I don't know why it stopped it because it's on low. Right.
How's Vicky doing today? How are you, Vicky?
I'm good. I've had a lazy
Your arm feeling better?
day.
Oh, yeah.
My arm's a bit sore. What?
Everybody sub to Sandro as well, definitely. Sorry, you just come here talking. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I've had a lazy day today.
Yeah, me too. I went back to bed. I got up early, like 5 o'clock in the night. Went back to bed at 8 and slept till noon.
I'm already subbed to Sandro.
I'm just downloading his San Francisco Bay Blues Jesse Fuller acoustic cover with kazoo. Just so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it before I play Mr. Super Side right now.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. Oh. So I'm gonna download it. So I've got one of Sandro's downloaded at least.
Don't embarrass me, PJ.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Nah, your stuff's good, mate. I love it. I like it, man. I love what you play. Brilliant.
I need to record some more music, I think.
Go for it, dude. You're good at it.
Do it.
Like Barbara says, there's a lot of talented people in this in our community.
Yeah, there is.
I don't like the word community. I don't like the word community. It sounds cultish, but
family.
Family.
Does sound cultish.
Family, yeah, family.
Family. Get out my pub.
Get out of my pub. There you go. Downloaded already. Sorry. Right. So thank you, Jimenez.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jimenez. As usual.
Have you noticed though, the Globers don't seem to have a family like we do?
No, I know, baby. They don't. They just they throw each other under the bus as well.
Aye.
And you're on mute.
Selfish.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a dog eat dog thing, don't you think? Than it is like. Yeah.
I don't like.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
What's up, Sandra? How are you? I know I look like shit today. I haven't shaved. My bad.
Which one was that?
Very small and very exclusive family. Definitely Barbara. We don't
razor blades are so expensive these days.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, really bad.
No,
I get Gillette Fusion, right? Pro Glide, but they're so expensive. Right? I use them. They last a long time anyway. But once I've gone through them, I go back through them again. I go back through them again, definitely, because they still work. But
no,
I got them for months, and then I buy more eventually. You know?
If you go on Costco,
this is Jeff Conco's last live. He's reading of Joshua. I've just put it in there. That's his last reading of Joshua. If anybody wants to go see it, or listen to it. Listen to it.
Right? Do the big packs of razor blades.
Aye.
And they're not that expensive.
Oh, there you go. Ryan, when you asked in private chat, Diana, who I meant Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, who's Diana?
Right. Cool. Right. So, Sandro. Yeah, nice one, Jem. Bless you, man. Sandro. Here we go.
Cheers, PJ.
No problem, dude. Where was it? Come on, video file. Thank you. And here we go.
I got the blues from my baby down San Francisco Bay.
Woo! That's my brother.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, he's a flat earther as well.
Oh, nice.
I lost the best little girl I ever had.
Look at you.
Said goodbye, she made me cry. I want to lay down and die. I ain't got a nickel, I ain't got a lousy dime. If you don't come back, I think I'll lose my mind. If you never come back to stay, it's gonna be a brand new day. I wanna leave my baby down by San Francisco Bay.
Up the kazoo. Loving the kazoo, man. Brilliant. I love it as well, Barbara.
brand new day. Walking with my baby down by San Francisco Bay. I said, hey, hey. Walking with my baby down by San Francisco Bay. One more time. I'm walking with my baby down by San Francisco Bay.
Woo! Yeah. Nice one, Sandro. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Love it. Love it. That kazoo is excellent, man. That kazoo is brilliant. It's fun. I love kazoos. Great, man. Great.
Yeah, that was my brother. He's a flat earther as well.
That's brilliant, man. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
we're going to about the same time.
Nice. Because my brother just says, he doesn't pay attention to the globe. He says, the Earth isn't flat. That's a bit shit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I've got three other brothers and a sister, and they would just well have it.
That's it. But hopefully my brother sees it someday.
Yeah. Well, everybody will when the truth comes out.
Well, that's right. That's right, bro. That's right. Absolutely. Right. So let's find a Mr. Souply Duper. Right. Okay. Let's do it with Darby Jack. Darby Jack and Mr. Souply Duper.
Taking a walk in the park one day, feeling sorry for myself. I was seeing an old lady sitting on a park bench all by herself. I was moved to go and talk to her, even though I was feeling blue. She said, "Hi, son." I said, "How you doing, man?" She said, "Son, I'm doing fine. How about you?" I said, "I lost a friend to cancer. He was like a brother, he was here." She said, "I know how you feel, son. I lost my husband, it's been a year." But she said, "He's always with me." And I asked her, "How can she know?" She said, "I can feel his presence with me wherever I go." Well, he's there with me in the morning, throughout the day, and then through the night. I can feel his touch and his warmth with me all the time. You see, he's a creep down the hall, a picture on the wall, a familiar voice I hear, and it sounds so clear. He's a color in someone's eye, even though my husband died, it still remains. Ooh, never really gone away. Never really gone away. As I turned to see her one last time, she was no longer there. Was she really an old lady or ever living messenger? 'Cause now there are creeks down the hall, pictures on the wall, a familiar voice I hear, and it sounds so clear. She's a color in someone's eyes, even though our loved ones die, they still remain. Yes, they do. They never really gone away. Never really gone away. No, no, no. Never really gone away. Never gone
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about. Nice one, Mr. Super Sidewinder and Derby Chat. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. So, I think that's me done. I'm just quickly putting up, I've put Vicky's and Barbara's stream for Sergio's testimony tomorrow in chat, and I'm just posting something on my community page right now for it. Just
we had to change the time, so it's earlier than it normally is, but it's fine. It works for me. It works for Barbara, and it's fine.
I might be a little bit late because I'll be coming from flats at the time, but it should be right on time. Because it's a pre-show, I dare say I'll be on time, but it could be just the possibility of lateness. We came Barbara live tomorrow at 9. Oh, I put 9 a.m. I meant 9 p.m.
We're definitely not live at 9 a.m.
But if I put 9 a.m. in the chat, I meant 9 p.m. But I'll put 9 p.m. here now. GMT.
How many saws have you got at home?
How many saws?
Yeah.
I've got a wood saw and a hacksaw.
Can I borrow the wood saw?
Yeah, I got a chainsaw. You need to borrow it.
I've decided I'm gonna that unit that was in the living room. I'm gonna make it into a shoe cupboard.
Okay.
With a saw.
Shoe cupboard, and you need a chainsaw.
No.
No, wood saw.
I got 50 of them in my garage. Which one do you need?
I'd rather have a chainsaw, definitely. So yeah, that's so Barbara
it'd probably take longer to ship it to you than it would to find one.
So Barbara, Barbara, if you still there, Barbara, I'll what I'll do is each day, so you're not overloaded. I'll because I've done that one. There's still another few. I'll send you the next one tomorrow. I'll just do it in order. That was the first one. I'll do the second stream tomorrow. Next day, the next one. Next day, the next one. Till you're caught up. Okay. I'm a DIY girl. I have tools and I know how to use them. Same as Vicky. Same as Vicky. Remember I showed you the other night. Actually, I'll do it again. I'll show you her handiwork. This is while she had a broken arm. I mean, she's not building anything in that. She put together something. No, okay. No, I'd rather do one a day, just so they're over there to you. So you've got them. And then from now on, once they're streamed live, I'll send them the next day. You know what I mean? Once they're streamed live. Now I know that. Now I've got your email. I can do it that way. Cool. So what am I doing? Yeah, I'm showing Vicky's handiwork. She shouldn't have been doing this. She shouldn't have been doing this because of her. She shouldn't have been doing this because of her arm. I told her, but she did well. Let me get to it first. You can talk, babe. Carry on talking.
I took 3 6x6 fences, and I made 2 3x4, and one was 2x4, I think. Something like that. And I did it properly, and I put it up and cemented the posts in all by myself.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's right. Right, so this is the start here, right?
Oh no, there was 6x4. Yeah, babe, I'll send it to you.
What? What are you on about? Send me what?
The fence that I made out of big.
Hold on, I'm showing these things first. I'm showing the living room first, babe. Weirdo face.
I know, but I did it all by myself.
Weirdo face.
And I put it up.
Stop being a weirdo face. Stop being a weirdo face.
And then I painted it.
Stop being a weirdo face. Right, there you go. So that was the start. That was the start. There you go. So your tools are everywhere, as you can see. Look, TV and all. She shifted this. All this was over the opposite side. All this TV and that was over the opposite side. She papered. She lined that fire with a new, because it used to be brown, and then she lined it with grey. Obviously
and black. It was black as well. The white
and that's moving the cabinet into place, the book cabinet and stuff. All the crap lying about, all with a broken bloody arm. And so I put it back together and stuff. That's just the sofa that she wants. That's just thumbnails, and that's her putting together the console table. Oh, I just actually paid for a chair for her, didn't I?
Yeah.
Actually, this is it here. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, I can't see it because you have to go into Amazon. It's not. So that's just, yeah, that's it. After it's done, there's the.
I'll send you the fence I made and put up.
It is with a computer. Yeah, well, I'll get to it, babe.
Oh.
And I'm going through them. This is after she's done it all, got it all together. It looks good. She did well.
The mountain of dog toys while
There's the
fireplace.
doggy. There's a doggy. There's a doggy. There's a doggy. So this is just random stuff. Oh, hold on. There's a mirror, and that's the thing from Ella. That's on your mirror.
That come today.
All right.
I need new
Oh,
carpets.
this is the fence, Vicky. But when I seen it, it was black, wasn't it?
Yeah, I painted it after.
This is where me and Vicky lived together for a year. It was horrible. It was okay to start off with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Horrible.
It was awful, that place. It was
No,
okay
it
to start off
was.
with. But once she got once the boiler broke down and her mum wouldn't get it fixed properly because she was kicking her out, it was awful. We had to bath once a month in cold washing in every day. But bath once a month with kettles and pots, putting them into the bath to draw a bath.
It was awful.
And then every day just washing cold water and have a bath once a month. Because it took 4 hours.
Once a
2
month?
hours.
Jeez. I thought I waited too long.
It took 2 hours each. It took 2 hours each to fill a bath. And we weren't small people.
And I've got psoriatic arthritis, and my knees were terrible.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. So yeah, there we go. There we go.
And when I moved in here, all I had was my TV and a blow-up mattress.
Right, that's right. Barbara says, "Love mirrors."
Is that what everybody starts out with? A bed and a TV?
That is all I had, a blow-up mattress from Aldi and my TV. That was all I owned.
Well, you don't have to worry about losing it.
No, like all my furniture I paid for.
Mm.
I paid for everything, and like PJ normally builds stuff, the furniture.
I was gonna say, I always get it given to me. I just tell everybody I don't have any furniture, and they feel sorry for me, and they give me stuff.
Yeah, I usually do the
no
cabinets that together, but she can't do it. She definitely can't do it.
Yeah, I would say that the clothes can never gets filled because it's never open, right? If you don't tell people that you're in need, then they can't share with you.
But,
oh wow!
No, like I waited. I had to buy 1 month. I had to buy my cooker and a fridge. Then the next month, my washing machine and stuff like that. And I've done it, and slowly it's getting there, isn't it? Like I have 2 beds, 1 in each room. I have wardrobes. I have, I can live. It's just because I've been buying the stuff that I needed, I can now start doing things like painting and then new carpets and stuff.
Of course. Groovy.
And I don't talk to my family, so it's not like I can go to them and say, "Oh, help me." Do you know what I mean?
As if you would go to your.
No, you got a vacuum carpet though.
I think.
No,
I mean, pride's not a good thing, but she's got too much pride to go to her mom.
I would.
But I don't blame her. She wouldn't go to him. I don't blame her for that.
No, and I'm proud of what even like with PJs, because we haven't just had 1 property to do, we've had 2. So like we've had to buy stuff for both.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely. Actually, let's watch this other video that Michael sent me. It's only 4 minutes, so watch this thing, then we'll go. Let me just quickly download it. It's easier. It's only 4 minutes. It's hold on, copy. It's Operation Dominic Sunset, 1962. Apparently, some pretty lights were seen in this explosion. Right, 2 seconds. Let me just download it, guys. It'll be a lot easier. A lot quicker. It's easier just to be in the studio to do it rather than being on a YouTube page. Right. Download. And wow. Wow, downloaded just like that. Sorted. Wow, it was quick.
And also, I wouldn't want everything given to me. I've already lived that life. It didn't make me a nice person. I appreciate what I've got now because it's taken me a while to get it. I haven't just been given it, and I prefer it that way.
Ooh, exactly. Nice one, Michael. God bless. Good video. Played them both now. Played them both. Sent me them in WhatsApp. But yeah, why not? Did you read that?
What?
Did you read what it said?
No.
Oh, you meant to read it. Oh. This formerly classified video has been declassified. DOAC. Again. Pause it. This formerly classified video has been declassified by DOA. What's DOA? Department of something. Explosions. CP demos. Authorized to declassify ADD. Albuquerque. Operations Office. August 1999. Man. Turn that upside down. What is that? 6661. With an exclamation mark. Right, let's go. Actually, it'd be better if we went side on this because, yeah, it's just the same size.
Exactly, Barbara.
What? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Actually, stick that up on the screen for a sec. We appreciate the things we work for far more than things we were ever given, unless it's a special gift like my angels from Catalina, as they were especially chosen for a reason. There you go.
Yeah.
And your bag of dicks.
Yeah, the bag of dicks.
Were lovely,
Don't
man.
forget about the bag of cocks.
Can't forget about the bag of dicks, man. Love them,
No,
man.
like I've been homeless. PJ's been homeless. Like,
Absolutely.
I've gone from having everything.
But if you got your bag of dicks, you're all good, right?
Oh.
Well, yeah. But no, like, there's more to life than just possessions. And to be fair, I used to love all the stuff that I used to get because I was spoiled. But did I appreciate it? No.
There you go. There you go. Right. Which is explosions. These pretty lights in the explosions. I don't think there's any sound to it, obviously. Sound,
I don't love inanimate objects.
You know what? You wouldn't have sound in this because of the explosions, obviously. It would
No.
be too... What?
I don't love inanimate objects.
I never said you did.
No, but some people love their possessions, and I'm.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's.
Apart from like my photos.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I've got a doll from my nan. My nan. I've got my christening plate from my great nan, and my Game Boy from my dad, and they are the things I appreciate more than anything.
Game Boy, yeah, of course. Don't make sure.
Only because they were given to me by people who I love, and they've all died. So.
And she's still got a couple of games for any Tetris and that, and it's
it's
not Series 1, is it? But it's very close.
No, it is.
It is Series 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Series 1, but it's not 01, is it?
Uh-uh.
No, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's good. It still works as well.
It works.
You don't ever lose that, man. And don't ever sell it. Look at that.
I wouldn't. You know I wouldn't. It's the last thing my dad brought me before he died. I'm never going to get rid of it, ever. You can bury me with it.
I know. That's cool. That's big. I know it's not cool because there's a bloody explosion, but you know what I'm saying.
Barry, I don't see Barry anywhere.
Don't bury me with the Game Boy. Oh, can I just say, right? So because my daughter was born before 24 weeks, she missed it by like a week. So I couldn't register her birth or death or nothing. She was buried. We had a funeral and stuff. But I've never had anything apart from like my hospital paperwork and stuff that I got and my maternity notes. And now you can get a certificate, it's like a birth certificate, but it's not a birth certificate. that it, you know, that actually says your child's name and the date of birth and where they were born and stuff. And it's took 22 years, and I did it the other day online, or like put my thing in, and yeah, so I will literally have like a proper thing with her name and stuff on it, not just
so
like
that she existed. You know what I mean? Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's good. Sandro, yeah, we're watching the explosion. Michael gave me earlier. It's just a nuclear explosion. It's just to see all the lights and all that kind of stuff in it. But yeah, just an explosion. There's no sound to it. It's only on for 4 minutes. It's got another minute and a half to go. That's all it is. I've put the link in chat for you. It's from the channel's called Nuclear Vault, and it's called Operation Dominic's Sunset. This is from 1962. I just thought I'd play it just because Michael sent me out there, just to finish off with. Why not? Why not? No nukes here.
Doing a little research, are we?
Yeah, man. Look at the mushroom. Or the penis tip.
Paul Joe.
What? What?
The penis tip.
Well, that's what it looked like. Mushroom or penis tip. It's just dicey peering. No, it's dicey peering. Has it got to be another one? Because there's like a minute to go. Or is that just got to phase out?
What are you crying for?
I'm not.
Come here.
I am the green, babe. I am the green.
No, the dog is. What are you crying for?
I'm the.
What you crying for, you little shit?
Ah. That's strange.
Oh, that watermelon boba, I don't like it.
Don't you? No good.
No. No, it's not good. Not for me, it's not good. I love watermelon, but that tastes like fake watermelon.
PG, I'd see a doctor if you like that.
And
What does fake watermelon taste like?
It does.
What did you say?
What does watermelon taste like? He said.
Like watermelon, but fake water. Like when you get watermelon flavored stuff.
Exactly. When you get fake watermelon, tastes like chemicals.
Yeah, and that's what the boba tastes like. And I like watermelon. I just don't like watermelon flavored things.
Hey, Incarnate Unlimited. We're just finishing off, but good to see you. Mike Van Dyke says it's an island because I'm like an island boy. Island boy.
Oh no!
Look at sun gazing.
Island boy.
Weird.
I'm an island boy.
What's with the hair like they're out of Rugrats?
Boy.
Why is their hair like they're out of Rugrats?
I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And they hump each other. And they're twin brothers. They thought them kissing on OnlyFans was natural because we're twins. We don't care. Like, that's disgusting, man. Disgusting. They're awful. That's infernal. Disgusting, mate. Disgusting. We don't like it. It's very, 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 very gay. Right.
It's very incestuous as well.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, let's be finished. I've done 3 hours, so we're done. We will carry on with this tomorrow. I'll sort it out straight after the stream because it's just a part 2 hour, so I just need to adapt the thumbnail a little bit. And then that's it. It'll be 2 p.m. GMT. Or will I go in the morning?
And then me and Barbara will be on.
I think I should go in the morning because if I go in the afternoon, so Barbara might not be able to see it live. When if I go in the morning, she's more likely to be here. And it'll be the same people watching it, right? Because if I go in the afternoon, it might be different people watching it, which they might not grab onto it because it's a certain way through. I think I'll go in the morning, but it'll be 9 a.m. Be 9 a.m. This was meant to be my afternoon week, but I'll do morning tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. Because then I've got some phone calls to make. Right, Ryan, bless your man for being here. He just skinned out. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but there you go. He went.
He ran away.
Nice one, guys. That's
See
been
you tomorrow.
He who the Son sets free is free.
Indeed.
Indeed, guys. Ta-da.
Bye.